out there. Clouds are white and puffy, and the sky is a rich blue. Revs trying to come up with riches on the base paths once again today. They are going to try and restart a winning streak that they lost last night against the Patriots. Let's set it up. The Somerset, a barrage of hits, attacking early. Within 9 pitches, they were up 4-0. The Revs settling in, getting a couple back in the bottom of the first inning on a Joel Guzman home run, his 7th of the year. That's now tied for 2nd in the Atlantic League. Somerset with 1 in the top of the 2nd on the home run by Trayvon Robinson. Then 3rd for York in the bottom of the 2nd. Guzman a 2-run single, Telvin Nash a sac fly. So 10 runs combined in the first 2 innings, and it was all for naught as the teams went past the second, tied 5-5. Patriots with 2 in the top of the 4th inning. A single by Michael Jones, a ground out by Aaron Eggleston bringing home the runs. Revs would score just once more in the bottom of the 6th inning on a James Simmons RBI single. They had the tying run on the base paths and barreling towards the plate. Telvin Nash with 1 down and a man on first in the bottom of the 9th inning cracks a double into the right center field gap. Angel Polanco, third base coach for the Revs, sending Isaiah Tejeda from third to try and score, and he was thrown out by a couple of feet, and the Revs grounded out on the very next at-bat, and that did it for the rally that came up just a couple of feet short. So your final score, 7-6. Somerset Patriots win the ball game, and that brings the teams even in the overall wins and loss columns. They are each 21-15, tied with themselves and with Long Island for the best record in the Atlantic League. The win puts Somerset back in first place, albeit with a tie with the Duck. York is still in first place in the Freedom Division as Sugar Land lost at Lancaster last night. Starting pitching matchup, the Revs will go to their Mr. Consistency out of the rotation, Jorge Martinez. He is 2-2. His ERA of 2.16 is 5th best in the Atlantic League. And he enters this game tied for 5th in Revolution history with an ERA of 3.0. Also played for the Revs back in 2014. Coming off back-to-back quality starts is Martinez. Took a hard luck loss at Lancaster last week. Allowed just 2 runs on 2 hits and 7 innings of work. A little more run support for him earlier in this homestand against Southern Maryland. Tried to the tune of 10 runs. He pitched 6 shutout innings, and the Revs won that game 10-0. For the Patriots, Scott McGregor, who is 2-3 with a 3.46 ERA, making his 7th start of the year. 1 complete game in that bunch. He tossed a complete game, 3-hit, 1-run masterpiece against Long Island, on Long Island, back on May 12th, winning that game 8-1. But coming off a couple of rough starts in a row. Back-to-back losses for him. 7 runs given up in 5.2 at Bridgeport, and 4 given up in 6.2 at home against Sugar Land during the Skeeters sweep last week. So those 2 right-handers will go up against each other at approximately 1 o'clock. We're going to go to a commercial break. When we come back, Sunday afternoon highlights. A barrage of long ball calls that the Revs have had this homestand. Then after that, the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. All that and much more on this fine radio program. So stick with us here on a Sunday afternoon, WOYK Revs pregame show.
Looking for something cool to do this weekend? Come to the coolest place in town and learn to play hockey or figure skate at the York Ice Arena. The York Ice Arena offers a Learn to Skate program for skaters of all ages and abilities, directed by ISA and USFSA qualified instructors. Skating classes range from beginner to freestyle. Hockey classes cover the basics of the game. All classes include free skate rental and 5 free skating passes, so you can try out your new skills. And remember, the coolest place in town is also available for the coolest birthday party in town. Host your birthday bash in group spaces or with a private ice rental. Public skating at the York Ice Arena is available afternoons, evenings, and weekends. Skate for just $7 and rent your skates for just $3. Plus, you can save with discount pass books. Oh, and ask about gift cards and kids' prepaid debit cards. So if you're looking to learn something cool, come to the coolest place in town and learn to skate at the York Ice Arena. For more information and to register, go to yorkskate.com. Get into the ball game with great savings and great weekly specials at your Sure Save neighborhood markets. Use your gold card every time you shop, and you automatically receive savings and rewards. And get incredible deals on the new Best Yet brand products. at Sobel's Markets, Wetzel's Market, and also at Nell's Market Fresh Foods. Always a hit and always great savings.
Current school not meeting your child's unique needs? Check out family-centered public cyberschooling from Commonwealth Charter Academy. CCA students attend virtual classes led by Pennsylvania certified teachers, and enrollment is open year-round with no waiting list. For open house dates in your area, visit ccaeducate.me or call toll-free 1-844-590-2864. That's 1-844-590-2864.
Join me, Steve Zabin, mornings at 6 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Welcome back to WOYK, Revs pregame show. Revs and Patriots set to go in about 15 minutes, and the residents on Arch Street are going to need to board up their windows because the baseball game's about to begin. The Revolution are on a historic tear in terms of the long ball. 41 home runs in their first 36 games, 11 more than Sugar Land, who is a distant second place. Last year, it took the Revs until July 11th, after the All-Star break in their 72nd game, to hit 41 home runs. By far, this is the greatest home run established lineup that Mark Mason has seen in his time with the York Revolution. So for your Sunday afternoon highlights, we're going to have a montage of MASH. Here are all the home runs that the Revs have hit on this homestand. 2-2, and there is a drive deep to left field. Forget about that one. Turn and watch it go. Brian Pounds over the right portion of the arch nemesis, just to the right of the big York Daily record. A 3-run homer, and the Revs have put double digits on the board in their return home. 10-0 Revolution.
Swung on, driven in the air, in right field. It is gone. He's got the grand slam tonight. Michael Burgess, a line drive slam to right off the picnic tents. And the Revs are right back in this thing, 7-4.
Roger will try and paint his way aboard. Same way he paints his spikes before most games. And there's a whip deep into left field. This one going way back over the wall. Turn and watch it go. Michael Rocket with his first home run of the season. Just clears the arch nemesis about in the middle of that wall, and the Revs with their 5th straight run. It's 7-5 Southern Maryland.
First pitch to Nash, swung on, hit high in the air, left center field. Myers backing up, he is out of room, it's gone! Telvin Nash, home run number 11 on a bomb over the LED boards and deep into the back of the playground in left center. Just left of the batter's eye, Nash goes to the deep part of the yard again, and we're tied at 2-2 here in the first inning, just like that.
1-1 pitch. Burgess rockets one into right field. Forget that one. Turn and watch it go. Over the tents and onto the pavilion. Michael Burgess with a game-tying solo home run. He's got 8 RBIs in his first 3 home games. And York is tied at 3-3 in the bottom of the 6th.
Pitch to Guzman is swung on and driven to straightaway center. Trayvon Robinson back, out of room, it's gone! It clears the batter's eye in straightaway center. Joel Guzman with a 2-run homer to the deepest part of the park. And the Revs in front in the first inning tonight. It's 2-0. Another 2-2 and a swing and a drive in right field. Snyder back on it. It is gone. Isaiah Tejeda, his first Revolution home run. And he goes to the opposite field for a 3-run shot. That'll get the runs home, 6-0 here in the bottom of the second inning.
1-1 pitch, and there's a fly ball deep in the left field. Did he go to both parts of the field? Yes, he did. Turn and watch it go. Isaiah Tejeda with his 2nd home run of the night.
and his second of the season. It's 7-3 Revolution. And Isaiah Tejeda with his 11th multi-hit game of the month. How about this kid?
And a swing and a well-hit ball deep to left field. It is gone! He's got another one! Parks a two-run shot over the arch nemesis tonight. Another two-run homer in the first inning for Joel. He launches it out to left. It's his 7th. And the Revs answer right back. It's 4-2.
By the way, that Joel Guzman home run from yesterday has settled in quite nicely in a starter home in the Laurel Canyon section of Los Angeles. My goodness, this team has been certainly fun to watch over the first month. 41 home runs, and they're not nearly done. It's not even Memorial Day. We're going to go to one more commercial break. When we come back, the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Darrell Henry chats with Mark Mason as the Revs look to restart a winning streak today against the Patriots. So stick with us here. You're listening to the WOYK Revs pregame show.
The York Revolution celebrate their 10th anniversary with 20 giveaways and entertainment all season long. On Friday, June 3rd, the Memorial Hospital Celebrate York series continues with the Chris Dolman bobblehead. On Saturday, June 3rd, it's another spectacular Inside the Park fireworks display. And every Sunday includes an autograph session, Catch on the Field, and Kids Run the Bases presented by Commonwealth Charter Academy. Plus, Dollar Hot Dog Days presented by Hatfield Quality Meats. Get your tickets at YorkRevolution.com.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
Well, Mace last night attempting a comeback again and nearly pulling it off. Let's start with the ninth inning play, and you have a chance there to tie the game. In that situation, do you look at it as, you're trying to force Somerset to make two good throws? A lot of times that doesn't happen, but unfortunately for your guys last night it did.
Yeah, looking back at the play, Tejada was at first base, and I didn't think he got the greatest jump on the crack of the bat, and when Telvin hit that ball into right center. But Polo, to his credit, Polo was watching the runner and the ball, and he was waving him all the way because when Tejada was coming to third base, the ball was still in the outfield. What happened was after Polo was waving him, now his attention would go to Nash, who's rounding, coming into second base or third. So once Polo waves Tejada, his attention goes to the runner behind him because he knows Tejada's going to home plate at that point. What happened, though, was I think Tejada kind of stumbled after he got by Polo, and I think that was just enough with the two perfect throws that they made to get him out, because he was definitely out, but it wasn't like out by 10 feet. It was a slide, and maybe a couple feet before the plate is when he got tagged. So maybe if he doesn't stumble, maybe he's in there. It's hard to hold a guy in that situation when he's coming to third base and they don't have the ball back into the infield yet or on its way. So, just one of those things. And to their credit, they made two good throws, and unfortunately for Tejada, he kind of stumbled a little bit, and that was the difference.
Kind of uncharacteristic start from De La Cruz last night, especially how quickly it happened, but he did settle in to get you into the sixth inning, and that seemed to be pretty important with the bullpen the way it is.
Yeah, it was one of those situations where he played in Somerset last year, and I guess, I think we saw it even at their place where they dropped some bunts down on him. And to their credit, their bunts were like, Eggleston's push bunt in the first inning was by the mound before a left-hander falling toward the third base side could do anything about it. Pounds is playing back at normal depth, so that's a perfect push bunt. So that's there. And then the other bunts that they dropped right down the line, 15, 20 feet from home plate, and a foot and a half from the foul line. You can't roll the ball out there any better. So, to their credit, they got their bunts down. But also, we got to do a better job of minimizing damage. There's guys on base. We need some ground balls, and a lot of the balls that they hit, especially in the first inning, they had 4 runs on 9 pitches. So, some of those balls were hit really well. And then, Calvin did a good job. He kind of settled in a little bit, but he was still up in the zone a lot, and I think he was trying to figure out what he was doing out there a couple times. And he settled in enough to make a few pitches when he needed to after the first inning, but overall, that's really not a good start for him.
Get your first look at Alfredo Marte, and he did contribute with the bat, and also looked like he moved around in the outfield pretty well. A couple of balls hit his way.
Yeah, definitely. We have a big league corner outfielder there. I mean, he tracked the ball really well in right field, especially, our ballpark. That's his first time out there other than batting practice, shagging balls. But, lead off the game with a double after they put up a 4 spot. I thought that was important. Then Guzman's home run, put us right back. You cut the lead in half right away. You got a 4-2 game. So, but it's hard. We came back from 7 runs against Southern Maryland. We're down 4 runs last night. We have to do a better job starting pitching-wise to get out of the gate with some zeros and give our offense a chance to get up on top.
Big move today, Michael Burgess going to Mexico. That becomes official. How do you see that affecting the lineup? And maybe it makes the 2 recent additions that you made even more critical.
Well, absolutely. Obviously, Michael enjoyed it here, and he said he would like to come back. And we would like to have him back. Obviously, we understand why guys go to Mexico. It's not a mystery around here anymore. About the money and things like that. But he really liked it here, and he definitely said he would like to come back. Obviously, it's a big bat. In the amount of time he was here, coming from St. Paul right out of their spring training, he contributed incredibly with productivity here, with home runs and extra base hits, and he played good outfield for us as well. So, we wish him the best down there. Obviously, you hate to lose a player like that, but he's been, he was a significant part of our success while he was here.
Well, lastly today, in his absence, you're going to get Charlie Thurber to make his debut, and you're going to stick him right in the middle, right, with a left-hand bat in the middle of some of those righties, and pretty impressive BP like we talked about from what you've seen the first 2 days.
Yeah, definitely, and good reports from from the affiliated teams and the professional scouts on him. We've seen him in batting practice. Obviously, batting practice doesn't always equate into the game situation, but we know he definitely has the power to leave the ballpark. We've seen that. And I'm more interested in watching him play defense, play the wall out there in left field, and, watch his approaches at the plate. He's a good athlete, and, we'll see what happens today.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck.
Yep, thank you.
Yes, it does. The Broadway Transmission Manager report followed by the ending strains of the national anthem. And indeed, Michael Burgess is going to Mexico right now. One more roster move to alert you of. Nick Ferdinand, outfielder, has been released as well. Both of their replacements in the starting lineup today. Let's get to those starting lineups brought to you by Flying Feet. For Brett Jody's Somerset Patriots, Michael Jones at short today. Aaron Eggleston in left. Brian Lahair at first. Brad Snyder at right. Matt Fields DHing. Robert Krall now catching and batting 6th. Carlos Guzman at third base. Trayvon Robinson in center. And Darwin Perez at second base. They'll try and get runs on the board for Scott McGregor. For the York Revolution, Alfredo Marte doubled in his first at-bat yesterday. We'll see what he has for a follow-up. He's leading off and playing right field. Josh Wilson at short, batting second today. Joel Guzman, the hottest hitter in the league, is batting third. He's DHing. Selvin Nash at first. Charlie Thurber makes his Revs debut. He'll have to test out that arch nemesis early on. He's in left field and batting 5th. Andres Perez batting 6th, 1 hit away from 500 as a Rev, 2 away from 1,000 as a pro. Brian Pounds at third base. Keith Castillo, seeing his first action of the homestand, is behind the plate, batting 8th. And James Simmons out in right to bat 9th. And they'll try and get runs on the board for Jorge Martinez, who is 2-2 despite a fifth best league ERA of 2.16. Jorge hoping that the bats can come out just like they did on Tuesday against Southern Maryland when the Revs won 10-0. York in the alternate football-style jerseys today with the blue and yellow stripes on the arm sleeves as Castillo throws over to second base. As we get ready for the Dasher Investment Services first pitch, we will turn over to Darrell Henry on this Indy 500 day with a gentleman. Start your engines.
Well, it's revved up and ready, Will. Thank you very much. As Michael Jones makes his way to the plate, Jorge a moment to himself behind the mound before towing the rubber for start number 7. Coming off 6 scoreless in the 10-0 win against Southern Maryland to begin this homestand, and he's given up just 4 runs combined in his last 4 starts. He's been terrific. Jones stands in. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch today is swung on and hit in the air in deep left center. James Simmons back, and he's got room. He runs up against the bald eagle for the Salute to Vets Night promo on the LED board in left center, and he makes the catch for a 1-pitch out.
I guess you could say the eagle has landed.
Right in James' glove. Well, a deep out, but a 1-pitch out for Jorge to start the day. And here's Aaron Eggleston. Patriots swinging early again. First pitch to Eggleston is just inside. Now the Revs in the alternate whites, the white panel hat. Somerset is in their alternate navy blue jerseys as well. And the 1-0 to Eggleston. Swings and bounces one softly at second. Perez up on it. He's got it. Sidearms to first, and Jorge's got 2 outs on a matter of 3 pitches to begin his afternoon. The Revs a 4-game winning streak snapped last night, as well as a 6-game home winning streak. And they're tied with Long Island and Somerset for the league's best record at 21-15 entering play today. Here's Brian Lahair with 2 down. Eric Ferris a day off, so Lahair moves up to third. The former big league all-star takes a ball, and Jorge looking in like, where was that? And he's got a point. It had late cut, and it glanced off Keith Castillo's glove, and as a result of that, Carlos Dano called it a ball. 1-0 to Lahair is in the dirt. And that's twice now that Jorge's had one with late movement as Dano runs the ball out to him. Don't know if he said anything or not, but twice the plate ump appears to have been fooled on a late tail that glanced off Castillo's mitt. Derek Moshe umpiring at first, Joe Del Balso at third base. There's the wind and the 2-0 to Lahair, and it just missed down and away. Our game time temp on the board, 91 degrees. Bright sunny skies, some white wispy cloud cover, but sun shining through. And there's a called strike as Jorge raises it. And perhaps in the big leagues next year, all strikes will need to be raised. That'll be interesting to see the vote after this season. Here's the 3-1. And a high strike call. Maybe it's already been raised here. It's 3-2.
That one of a few rule changes they're going with. Have they already approved intentional walks, basically taking what the Atlantic League's got?
The Atlantic League continues to be a trendsetter in that department. Here's the payoff pitch and a ground ball toward first. Oh, what a play by Telvin Nash. He'll take it to the bag to end the inning. Hit sharply right along the line, and he was trying to get a read on the bounce and swiping downward at it. He stabs the ball and takes it to first. It's a 9-pitch inning. 1-2-3 for Martinez to start his day. At the end of a half, it's the Patriots nothing, and the Revs coming up.
Hey, sports fans, great news. Now you can listen to Sports Radio 1350 anywhere with the new WOIK mobile apps. Stranded in Siberia? No problem. Kidnapped by wolves? It's not as bad as you may think. Wherever you are, WOIK is with you on the brand new mobile apps. York's only local sports station just went mobile and global. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports.
The War of the Roses is the grittiest Revolution battle since Bunker Hill, and in 2016, it's bigger than ever. Sponsored by PNC Bank, the 20-game series between York and Lancaster now has unique on-field hats that will be worn exclusively during these contests. Pick up the ticket plan that nets you all 10 home games against the Barnstormers and receive a replica of the York War of the Roses hat. Be on site each and every time the Revs take on their Cross River rivals. Enlist today at 801-HITS or in person at the Apple Chevrolet ticket office.
What's up, y'all?
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
And you're listening to the best.
Okay. Mattingly and the Dodgers realized it wasn't working out. Nobody wants to say somebody was fired. Nobody wants to say somebody was resigned. Now, I know it's semantics here. Mattingly's gone and the Dodgers move on. I do think it's best for both because I think with new management, they want their guy. They want a sabermetrics and analytics guy. Mattingly was not that guy.
Dan Patrick.
Don't be a hater.
Mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Good start for Jorge, and the Revs come to bat facing right-hander Scott McGregor. No relation to the former Oriole McGregor, we're told, as Alfredo Marte leads off and takes inside for ball one.
Wearing the number 38 today in that alternate jersey. Listed as 39 in your program.
Whoops. Here's a swing and a ground ball there, just like last night. Right down the third base line. He'll turn and head to second and cruises in with a leadoff double in back-to-back games. In the leadoff spot again, and last night he thought he had a walk that wasn't called, which paid off handsomely for him. Today he swings at the second pitch he sees. Carlos Guzman laid out at third, but it was right by him along the line, and another double for Marte. It's the start in right field again. McGregor for Somerset 2-3, a 3.46 ERA in 6 starts. It's been an innings eater, 5th in innings with 39, 35 hits and only 4 walks. Pounds the strike zone big time, 22 strikeouts. Here's Josh Wilson, who's up to the 2-hole today. Tejeda a day off. The pitch from McGregor is up and in by Wilson's hands. Josh, a 5-game hitting streak coming in, hitting at .258, and on this homestand, the Revs have continued to mash here at Peoples Bank Park. 1-0, and a swing and a miss on a fastball to the outer half. 91 on the gun from McGregor. The Revs are seeing for the first time. Has given up 11 runs, 9 earned in 12 1/3 his last 2 starts, as Wilson fouls this one back. He's lost his last 2 after starting with a 2-1 record, and the team winning 3 of his first 4. 6'4" righty, 29 years old. Fastball, cutter, curve, and change is the report on him. All ready. And the 1-2 swung on, line the other way in right field. It slices just foul, and Wilson knew it. He was watching it running down the line, carrying the bat. From here off the bat, looked like it was going to get down for extra bases, but it just had too much slice on it. Marte at second, nobody out. Another leadoff double for him here in a scoreless game. Revs trying to get the scoring started here today. Well, McGregor to the belt. 1-2, and a swing and a foul tip squeezed. He got Wilson on the slider for a strikeout, and that's out number 1. And now maybe the hottest hitter in the league, Joel Guzman, coming up. He'll DH today. He's up to 6th in the league in hitting at .313. He's tied for 2nd in homers with 7. 4 RBIs the first 2 innings last night put him into the league lead in ribbies with 25. And here at home, he's hitting .423 with 5 of his 7 homers, 20 of his 25 ribbies. First pitch is over at the knees, a fastball strike, and McGregor brought that one at 94. Guzman, a 5-game hitting streak as well, 10 for 21 at the plate. Just a tick under 500 on that 5-game streak. 0-1, and a fastball just missed, down and in. McGregor last time out lost 4-3 against Sugar Land, 6 2/3, 4 runs. Patriots were swept at home by the Skeeters in that series. Now ready, and the 1-1 pitch. Curveball hit in the air in right field. This will send Brad Snyder back a couple of steps, but he'll settle under it. Catch is made. Marte tags from second. Snyder a strong one-hop throw to third, but Marte beats it. He slides in and moves to third base on the fly ball to medium deep right. And 90 feet away with 2 outs for Talbot Nash. Nash at .294 coming in today, and he's hit safely in 8 straight. Leads the league with 11 home runs, 4 ahead of Joel, Jeremy Barfield, and Michael Snyder, who all have 7. And the first offering to Nash misses outside a fastball.
You talk about a guy who loves hitting in this ballpark. 14 home runs in his last 30 games in the friendly confines.
There's the 1-0. And that's over the inside part of the plate for a strike.
So he's had that pace of just about 1 every other game at Peoples Bank Park. He's due for 1.
Been since Thursday morning. It's the 1-1. And he bounces it left side. It's cut off by Guzman on the big hop. He'll fire to first, and that's the inning. Revs unable to cash in on the leadoff double. Guzman got the big Sunday hop on the ground ball to third. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We'll go to the second. No score.
Broadway Transmission? I don't know how they do it.
We've been in business for 60 years at the same location.
I don't know how they do it.
It's our long-term nationwide warranties.
Oh, and don't forget our online appointment scheduling.
I still don't know how they do it.
They toted my van at no cost with my repair.
It's our ATRA certified technicians. Don't forget the good-looking genius in the office.
Come on, man. I know they helped me with financing. Still, with my bad credit, I don't know how they do it.
I did my research and felt comfortable that Broadway is a AAA approved specialty repair shop. I showed my AAA card and saved some hard-earned cash.
I was happy to get a $100 rebate in the mail after the job was done.
I sure don't know how they do it, but I do know they get it done, and they get it done right.
Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and back on the road fast. Check us out on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Hey Revs fans, want to get in the game? You can throw out an honorary first pitch this season by bringing a group to Peoples Bank Park. Select groups who reserve tickets in the month of May will receive a first pitch courtesy of Bell Socialization Services with support from Adhesives Research. For information, call Reed Gunderson at 717-801-4498. Celebrating its 50th anniversary this year, Bell provides housing supports and living skills training to more than 1,400 people every year here in South Central PA through its mental health, intellectual disability, and homeless service programs. Bell Socialization Services, empowering lives every day.
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Top of the second, no score. Missed opportunity for the Revs, but just getting started. And Jorge, who has been their most consistent starter, a 9-pitch first inning. He'll go to work here in the second. Brad Snyder to lead things off for the Patriots. And
Martinez's first pitch of the inning is right down the middle, a called strike. Snyder at 250 at the plate, 3 home runs, 15 driven in. And the 1 strike offering, a changeup that missed high and away.
Patriots know their options against Martinez are going to be few and far between, so Brett Jody going with a lefty-heavy lineup today.
Here's the 1-1. And a swing and a liner hit hard in center, but right at Simmons. Slices back to him, and he read that off the bat. He played the slice. Saw it all the way, 1 down.
And here comes Matt Fields, who is one of just 2 full-time right-handers in the starting lineup for the Patriots today. The rest are lefties, and then the bottom 2 are switch hitters. So we saw Jody put out a staggered lineup the first couple of nights, alternating right, left. Today, they're going to try and attack Martinez for all it's worth from the left side.
And the first pitch to Fields is a called strike. Cutter on the outer edge. Fields DHing, and here comes Somerset's first base coach. It's the 0-1, and a slider breaks way away. Fields has been susceptible to that pitch. Saw last night Ricardo Gomez get him on, or actually Bo Vaughn got him on that. Now he swings here and fouls one off, first base side.
I'd say he's susceptible to many pitches, Darryl. He's the league leader in strikeouts at 46.
Hasn't quite been the start that he envisioned. He was a big pickup for them late last year. Pitch from Jorge is swung on and missed. Make it 47. Big breaking ball, and Fields fans on it. 2 down here in the second inning. Martinez, who's given up loud outs to begin each of the first 2 innings, but then to this point, not much after that. And here is Rob Krall, their catcher, who another left-hand hitter in there for the first time in this series. He's hitting at 292, and splitting time with Yovan Gonzalez, he's managed to draw the 3rd most walks in the league at 18. First pitch is a half swing, and he went. Fastball in, tied him up. The wind today blowing straight out. Well, the pitchers will want to keep it down as usual here. Here's the 0-1, and that's just inside. I guess as usual everywhere. Wiffle ball.
High school ball, college ball.
Stick ball.
Ooh, stick ball.
Pitch to Crowell is a slider in. 2-1.
You ever play stick ball?
No, but growing up, plenty of pickup sandlot games, or even in the street in front of the house. I wouldn't recommend that, kids. I would always look and make sure nobody was coming.
Or that all the windows had been taken out.
Yeah, may have broken a couple. There's a pitch inside, 3-1. Stickball, great city game. 3-1, and a little tapper softly at third. Pounds will charge, he gloves, he fires, it's in time, inning over. Coming into the infield grass, Pounds had time to handle it and gunned down the catcher running, and Jorge's retired his first 6. We go to the bottom of the second inning here on a Sunday afternoon, no score.
It's the angles, the ball skills, the corner kicks. It's knowing how to shield a defender off the ball. It's knowing how to make a wall pass. It's knowing how to curl the ball, how to chip it, how to trap it, how to launch it, how to finish it. It's soccer, and nobody knows that better than Flying Feet sports shoes. Flying Feet. Suit up for soccer at Flying Feet, where players new to the game find everything they need, and collegiate-level players find all that and more. Soccer shoes for men, women, and children from the names that know the game. Adidas, Diadora, Lotto, and Nike. Players choose Flying Feet to get the right shoe at the right price, plus a huge selection of soccer socks, soccer shorts, shin guards, and sports bags. Even referees get the nod at Flying Feet, where refs come for all their gear. Individual players, entire teams, if it's soccer, it's Flying Feet sports shoes, the sportswear specialty store without specialty store prices. Flying Feet. 1511 Mount Rose Avenue, just off exit 18 of I-83, next to Battery Warehouse.
Hi, this is Tom Dasher, president of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in retirement planning and strategies to meet individual personal goals. Whether you are looking for wealth accumulation or to maximize your retirement income. Oh, heck, this is sounding just like another commercial. Hey, listen, it's this simple. We use risk-free investment vehicles, whether you are looking to still build wealth accumulation or you want retirement income or a combination of both. It is all about getting your money parked in the place that will benefit you the most. If you want to do that, call me. My office number is 246-3879 or my mobile is 487-2096 or contact me at my new website at tomdasher.com.
For local sports on your smartphone, search WOIK at the App Store.
No score, bottom of the second inning, and Charlie Thurber will make his Revs debut. The start in left field today. Mark Mason slotting him in fifth in the order between Nash and Perez to put that left-hand bat in there. And McGregor's first pitch is down low. Potentially a big addition, Will, especially with losing Burgess.
Absolutely. This is where Burgess had been hitting when he was in the week he was with York. Fifth.
1-0 pitch to him and a big swing and a miss. Looked like his top hand came off the bat. It is another hot, humid, sweaty afternoon, and he'll readjust the batting gloves. Now his first at bat, he's wearing number 15 for the Revs. The 1-1 and a swing and a miss. Fastball, some late life down in the zone.
Thurber's a big lefty, 6'4", 220. Out of Elmira, New York. He's 26 years old.
A pitch from McGregor, and he swings and bounces it to first. A couple of hops to Lahair. He'll take it himself, and there's one away.
And he runs like he's 6'4".
Another former Tennessee Vol, so that makes Fletch happy.
Like an elk in the woods.
Joining Tyrell Harris and Fletch as former Vols in the clubhouse. Well, he put on quite the show in BP and getting his first game action today. Here's Andres Perez, and will this be the moment? Next hit will be his 500th with York. First pitch from McGregor, a slider that hooked just outside. I don't know that he knows it. I don't think he does, but I'm sure he would have loved to have done it last night, unfortunately. Pitch to him, a breaking ball a little high. Got him to ground out to end the game, but a chance to secure the milestone and get things started here today. Scoreless in the second inning. The 2-0 from McGregor and a swing and a ground ball, and there it is! A fair ball down the line at third. It's into the left field corner. And Perez heading to second. He's in with a stand-up double. Last year, he became the first in Revs history to tally 400, and now it's 500 hits in a Revs uniform, 117 more than anybody else in York Revolution history. He takes off the helmet, waves to the crowd as they put the announcement up on the board, and the Revs will ask for that ball. That won't be used again, as McGregor tosses it into the plate, and that'll go on Perez's mantle. And now he's at 999 as a pro, and very nearly half of those have come right here. And he does it on a double. Over half of those have come here. A one-out runner at second. Here's Brian Pounds, and the first pitch misses outside for ball one.
If he has a multi-hit game, he's going to have to do it again. The nice ovation there from the Sunday afternoon crowd, and they're going to have their exercise cut out for him today if Dre gets another one.
1-0 to Pounds, a fastball and a high strike call, which again looks like it will be in play today. Well, they have the 1,000 pro hits all queued up for the next one, so again, I'm not sure if he's aware of it, but seemed genuinely touched by the reaction out there. Pitch to Pounds, swing and a miss as he let one rip. 1-2. Pounds at 236 coming in today. 3 homers and 19 driven in.
15 of those 19, though, right here at Peoples Bank Park. Here's the 1-2, and a curveball sits high, actually a slider from McGregor. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Revs trying to strike first. And in the first inning, it was Marte's leadoff double that gave him a chance. Here in the second inning, it's Perez's 1-out double. Almost a carbon copy of the same hit. Pitch to Pounds is popped up foul. And this will head straight back and out of play. Very fitting that Dre should do it on a double, the 175th extra base hit of his Revs career, 111th double. Those are far and away team records.
There are very few records he doesn't own in that book. It's basically the Dre file.
Pitch to Pounds is high, a slider. 3-2. Might have to rename it next season. The Dre Guide. It's no longer the Media Guide.
4 more home runs, and that'll be his as well.
3-2 to Pounds, and a swing at a floater, right center. Robinson coming on, and it lands in between Robinson and Snyder. Perez had to hold and make sure it dropped. He'll advance to third base. Ryan Pounds with a bloop single in right center. Perez went halfway and waited to be sure. And that'll give Keith Castillo a chance with runners at the corners.
Castillo's seen his playing time dip down a bit with Isaiah Tejeda being installed as a more regular catcher. Him and Paniagua fighting for second string at-bats, and this is his first plate appearance of the entire homestand.
Got off to such a hot start, but it shows how red hot Tejeda has been. Now the first pitch to Castillo is ripped at second, caught on a fly though, and the throw to first, not in time. Pounds just got back. Little humpback liner that carried to Darwin Perez, who caught it just above the dirt at second base. Castillo jammed on it, and a good read from Pounds, who, if it hits dirt, he's going to be out by a mile at second, and he was ready to get back and just did get the hand in. Now the inning stays alive, and James Simmons will try to cash in with 2 outs. 8-game hitting streak for him. First pitch is a called strike, down and away. 0-1. Simmons 6 extra base hits on the 8-game streak. Big hits included. 0-1, and a rip off the glove of McGregor. He deflects it right to Perez up the middle, and he flips to Jones, the shortstop, covering. Ball was smoked, but McGregor got a piece of it, deflected it right to his second baseman, and the Revs are denied again. It goes 1-4-6 on the out. No runs on 2 hits, 2 men left. We go to the third, still scoreless.
The more we help the ones in need, the more progress our community will make.
By focusing on quality education, income opportunities, and basic health care,
all of York County can have access to the building blocks of a good quality of life.
Together we can load the bases for our community.
And hit a home run.
Give generously to the 2016 United Way Community Fund.
Find out more and give now at unitedway-york.org.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ross Brothers Barbecue is serving up the hits every Saturday night this season at Peoples Bank Park. Stop by Arch Street Eats on the third base corner and load up on delicious, fresh-made local barbecue. All of Ross' sauces and sides are made from scratch daily. All meats are smoked for an authentic barbecue done right. Ross Brothers also offers drive-through, dine-in, and carry-out from the restaurant at 3096 Carlisle Road in Dover, as well as delivery and full-service catering. Ross Brothers can cater any sized event from fundraisers to graduation parties to weddings. Ross Brothers Barbecue every Saturday night at Peoples Bank Park.
your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Top of the third, still scoreless. The story early for the Revs has been missed opportunities at the plate, although not for the lack of a smash off the bat of James Simmons. So often a pitcher will deflect it in the wrong spot, but for McGregor, it came out roses. Carlos Guzman will lead off the third. Jorge just 21 pitches through 2, and he starts Guzman with a strike.
Well, this is no change for Martinez. He's used to working with scant run support, so he'll just go out and do his job.
0-1 is a slider in the dirt.
Every team has that one starter who is consistently good who you just can't score in front of. No one knows particularly what causes it. It just tends to happen.
On the wide and the 1-1, and that misses up and away. He finally did get some run support his last time out in the 10-0 win, but before that, they had scored 4 or fewer in 4 of his first 5 starts, including 1 run in 2 of those. Pitch to Guzman is bounced softly toward first, and Nash right by the bag. He'll glove it and step on first. And there's 1 away. The first 2 innings, Jorge had given up loud outs to the first batters, but a very weak tapper here to begin things in the third. Now the switch-hitting Trayvon Robinson to the plate. Here last night from the right side of the plate. Hit one out to dead center, his 4th home run. Batting at .264. And this is his weaker side of the plate statistically, as Jorge misses down low to start him. It's around 300 against lefties, around 200 against righties. Jorge kicks and deals. And a swing and a ground ball, base hit to right. He finds the hole. Another ground ball for Martinez, but this one through. And after retiring his first 7 of the day, Robinson will be a 1-out base runner.
Not today, boss.
What's that?
Not today, boss. No.
No hitter?
Yeah.
No.
Still looking for the first one in franchise history.
One day. Bound to happen. Here's Darwin Perez, who makes his first start of the series. Another switch hitter. He's the K-man today, rounding out their order. Been a tough go of it for him of late. And pitch from Martinez misses low. Overall, he's at .231 in 14 games played. A guy who missed the last couple of years due to shoulder injuries. They signed him during the offseason for his versatility. Middle infielder, starts at second today. And Martinez a throw to first, Robinson a dive back. Does have 4 steals in 5 tries. On the stretch, 1-0, and Martinez misses upstairs. No score, 3rd inning. Revs with 3 hits the first 2 innings, but unable to push one across. First 2 games in this series, 7-5 York, 7-6 Somerset. Next one is over for a strike at the top of the zone. And the count 2-1. And each of those first 2 games, lots of early runs, but Martinez and McGregor have kept the offenses at bay here early today. Perez, a former Angels signee. The 2-1 runner goes, and a swing and a fly ball to left, and it carries and sends Thurber back, but he'll have room on the front of the track, and the catch is made for out number 2. Charlie Thurber's first chance in the outfield.
Well, his glove works.
Very impressed with how Marte moved around in right last night. And Thurber, a pretty good read and pretty good track on that one. The Revs today releasing Nick Ferdinand, who was banged up and basically was only used as a pinch runner for the most part. Obviously one of the catalysts last year, but he could always find his way back here as Jorge throws over to first on Robinson. Michael Jones, the hitter, back at the top. But Ferdinand released as they have to get down to 25 by Tuesday. And Michael Burgess signing with Monclova of the Mexican League. And a throw over. Robinson was leaning and he just got back. Nash was running off, hoping they had him. Perfectly timed, but Robinson just got in. Jones, who flew out to deep left center on the first pitch of the game, comes in on a 9-game hitting streak, hitting .512. He raised the average from 194 to 306, which is in the top 10. And he shows a bunt here, and Martinez starts him with a slider for a strike. No score here in the third. Jorge trying to keep it that way. Simmons ran down the first pitch of the game at the LED boards in left center. Throw to first. Robinson dives back again. Burgess could return. The Mexican League season ends in August, and he had nothing but good things to say about here and would like to come back. Martinez ready, the 0-1, and that's a called strike inside corner. Jones was backing up. He didn't like it. And Martinez the jump on him, 0-2. Runner at first with 2 outs. Here's the stretch. 2-strike pitch. He swings and fouls it back. That'll find the roof.
Those seagulls? It sounded like seagulls on the sound system.
Maybe they're real seagulls.
Ooh.
I don't know. A long set. Another 0-2. Runner goes again. A slider broke away. Castillo throws from his knees and guns down Robinson. Perez the tag, and Keith Castillo from his knees snapped it on the money, and he didn't even bother looking at the tag. He just started walking off. How cool was that? No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. So we go to the bottom of the third, still scoreless.
Current school not meeting your child's unique needs? Check out family-centered public cyberschooling from Commonwealth Charter Academy. CCA students attend virtual classes led by Pennsylvania certified teachers, and enrollment is open year-round with no waiting list. For open house dates in your area, visit ccaeducate.me or call toll-free 1-844-590-2864. That's 1-844-590-2864.
Take it from me, guys. You want to make life happier? Your wife wants a nicer lawn, the kind of lawn you see on Home & Gardens and Martha Stewart. Here's a hint. You're not alone. Call your pals at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. They've got a way with lush lawns that the ladies like. And as you know, happy wifey, happy hubby. Winky face. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. World-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
Wednesdays are the worst. I've got to get the kids to school on time, to get to work, then it's just one long day of meetings. But hey, at least I don't have to worry about making dinner.
Kids eat free with People's Bank. Save money at every Wednesday home game.
So now when the Revs are in town, I just pull into a People's Bank, pick up that week's coupon, and dinner is done. Revolution Wednesdays? Awesome. Revolution!
Thanks to People's Bank, kids eat free at every Wednesday home game. No need to be a People's Bank customer. Just pick up your coupon at any People's Bank branch and do dinner at People's Bank Park. 1 coupon per child per game.
York Sports on your mobile device or online at WOYK1350.com.
No score. We go to the bottom of the third. Top of the order for the Revs, beginning with Alfredo Marte to get things started. Doubled in the first, but was stranded. First pitch from McGregor, cuts in for a strike. Cut fastball. Pretty hard throwing righty. He's been in the low 90s with the four-seamer. And the 0-1 to Marte, a slider down and away. Marte, Wilson, and Guzman at the top today. Tejeda the Sunday afternoon off. Tomorrow we play at 5. Here's the 1-1. And a line drive base hit to left. Marte 2 for 2. Eggleston will have to head over toward the line to retrieve it. And it's a single for Marte. In a short period of time is ripping the ball in his new uniform. And there go your keys, yes. Will. So excited about that leadoff hit.
So excited they wanted to peek out and see the rest, I guess. Pockets are never deep enough when you need them to be.
Here's Josh Wilson. And McGregor the pitch. Wilson bunts and a good one. Right down the line at first. Picked. Oh, they don't make a throw and it's safe everywhere. Lahair came halfway down, picked up. He turned and looked at first, and I don't know if he had a brain cramp or, I mean, Perez was on his way from second. I thought he could have made the throw, but I guess Lahair didn't like what he saw.
Well, McGregor was in his path there. McGregor, the pitcher, got right in between Lahair and Perez. Perez covering second, Lahair trying to get the ball, and that little slight hesitation waiting for the pitcher to get out of the way is what cost Lahair, and that impeded him from making the throw.
Beautiful bunt hit for Josh Wilson. And the Revs with their first two on. Here's Joel. First pitch is fouled to the right of the net and back. He flew to right his first time up. League leader in ribbies entering play today. The Revs have had the league RBI leader 3 of the last 4 years. Chris Nowak in 2012, Chad Tracy 2 years ago, and Dre last year. Here's the 0-1, and that misses inside. Guzman backing up. Now the table's set, and the Revs with 5 hits already as they try to strike first here on this hot Sunday afternoon. Here's the 1-1, and a drive in right field toward the corner. Snyder after it, and it lands foul. Just like Wilson in the first inning. Looked like it had a chance for the corner off the bat, but just sliced foul on him. By the way, our Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care home run contest today, Derek Feltenberger is our contestant. Derek, the Revs swinging for you. If they go yard, you win a prize pack from the Revs and Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. McGregor, former 15th round pick of the Cardinals in 08, out of the University of Memphis. Here's the stretch and the pitch to Guzman. Misses high and away. Our buddy Justin on their media notes, according to those, Derrick Rose was one of his classmates at Memphis. McGregor currently attending Ohio State during the off seasons. He's from Columbus. Last year, McGregor at AAA with the Nats. 2-2 to Guzman, and he misses inside. Joel works it full. Last season, 6-6, a 4.04 ERA at Syracuse in the Nats system. 15 starts, 12 other relief outings. McGregor to the belt. 3-2, and a swing and a well-hit ball in center. Trayvon Robinson back, it's over his head and off the baggie. And Marte had to hold, he's gonna be set, Wilson stuck at second, and the throw goes errantly behind home plate, and they do end up with a run, and second and third, just how they drew it up. My goodness, Joel with RBI number 26, it's a double.
off the fence in deep center, and it's 1-0 York.
And he had some congestion on the base pass there as Marte had to hold up to see whether or not that would get caught. Wilson had to do the same, and once he saw it bounce off the baggie, Wilson just stopped in between second and third, thinking he was going to go to stay at second, but Guzman's running at full speed to second base, so Wilson has to get on his high horse to go to third. He would have been a dead duck if that throw goes to third base. Instead, it goes home, and everybody's safe.
And here's Talbot Nash, who backs away a pitch in tight. Fortunately, indeed, it went home, and it was way offline. McGregor had to back up in foul territory. So Joel gets the RBI double, bangs one off the baggie, and the 1-0 coming to Nash. Swung on and hit in the air in right and deep. They will tag at third with Wilson. Snyder in deep right the catch. Here comes Josh. Throw goes to second. Wilson scores. Guzman goes to third. Talvin Nash with another sac fly. RBI number 21, and it's 2-0 York. Only the first out.
That misdirected throw looming even larger now. Wilson only on third base because they didn't realize he was hung up between the bases.
And now they'll bring the infield in with Guzman at third and one out, and Charlie Thurber with a chance at his first Revs ribby. 2-0 the lead. And McGregor the pitch, and a fastball strike on the outer edge. Thurber, who was with New Britain in the Rockies system last year at AA, former Mets draft pick out of Tennessee. Here's the stretch, the 0-1, and a swing and a bounce foul over to Perez, who's on deck. And I'm sure, like any new hitter, the biggest challenge early will be timing. In batting practice, though, the 6'4" left-hand slugger has put on a show. He's built. He's got physical tools, great reports on his arm strength. 0-2, and it misses outside, good eye. McGregor trying to get him to extend the zone. He would not. Grounded out to first base his first time up. McGregor to the belt. 1-2, and he fouls it away. Went down and got it, and spoils it at 93. Good piece of hitting to foul it off from Thurber. Infield in on him. 2 runs home and trying to cash in with all 3 that reached to start the inning. The pitch up high, a fastball, and it's 2-2. The Revs were not able to come up with the runner in scoring position hit the first 2 innings, but here in the third they've broken through. 2-2. And a swing and a deep drive, but foul. Thurber opens some eyes with that swing. It lands out by the walkway behind the picnic pavilion all the way down the right field side. Straighten that thing out, and they'll love him on day one. Two and two it remains. McGregor has the one he wants. And the pitch. Breaking ball grounded at first and one hop to LaHare. He'll step on the bag. No chance for Guzman to come home. And McGregor's gotten Thurber to ground out to first base both times. So with 2 away, Andres Perez will look for pro hit number 1,000 and get another one home with 2 down in the inning. 2-0 the lead. Perez a double last inning down the third base line. His 500th hit all time with York. He made the announcement right away. He got a standing ovation as he waved his helmet. First pitch this time is popped up. Second baseman Perez is out, shading his eyes, and out in the outfield he's got it backing up right in front of his right fielder coming in. So the Revs will settle for 2, but they strike first and have the lead. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 man left. Will DeBoer with the call as we head to the fourth. It's York 2, Somerset nothing.
Smith, Mayer & Little is a holistic wealth management group with one product, advice. We aim to simplify our clients' lives, help them retire comfortably, and build lasting legacies for their families and the causes they care about. Our purpose is simple, to make a meaningful difference in the lives of our clients, our community, and the world in which we live with the advice we provide. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. We make our living by making a difference. Visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
What's more fun and exciting than playing Pennsylvania Millions with top prizes of $1 million? Winning on the spot.
Woohoo! I won!
So if you can't wait to win, then don't wait to play. Pennsylvania Millions from the Pennsylvania Lottery for a chance to win up to $1 million on the spot. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Keep on scratching. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Eric Hosmer's got nothing on this. Mad Dash Grilled Cheese is comfort food at its finest. Mad Dash is Central PA's favorite artisan grilled cheese truck, bringing you creative concoctions with the freshest and most flavorful ingredients. Available for food truck festivals, weddings, corporate, and private caterings. Find Mad Dash this year along the third base line at Peoples Bank Park for all York Revolution home games. Call 717-574-5168 or visit online at mad-grilledcheese.com. Mad Dash Artisan Grilled Cheese. Welcome home.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Top of the fourth inning from Peoples Bank Park. Revs up 2-0 over the Patriots. Couple of runs coming home in the third inning on the double by Joel Guzman and the sac fly by Telvin Nash. So now Jorge Martinez spotted a 2-run lead this time. We'll see what he does to keep that score afloat. Top of the order due up, it's Jones, Eggleston, and LaHare, as Robinson was thrown out trying to steal second. That ended the top of the third. First pitch to Michael Jones is breaking ball. The catch is outer black for called strike one. Martinez just 35 pitches through the first three innings. He faced the minimum, giving up just the one hit. 0-1, and Jones watches a break at the knees, a called strike two. Jones swung at the first pitch he saw and flew it out to the warning track in left center, and saw four pitches in his trip to the plate last inning before the caught stealing, and he watches one cross at about eye level, hits ball one. Jones on a 9-game hitting streak right now. Made a bid for it to make it 10 very early in this game. And there's a soft ground ball taken over at second by Perez. The throw to first is in time, one away. Now let's take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by York Mitsubishi. Full Sunday afternoon worth of games here in the Atlantic League. And there's one here at Peoples Bank Park, but there are games all over the place today. Bottom of the first from Long Island, Ducks and Bees scoreless. They're also scoreless top of the second in Bridgeport, where Jenny Finch and the Bluefish are taking on Southern Maryland. Aaron Eggleston watches a breaking ball, miss slow for ball one. And this game starting in about 5 minutes up the road in Lancaster. Barnstormers hosting Sugarland. 1-0 is inside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Martinez, deep breath. He's working from the center of the rubber, as he usually does. The 2-0 pitch to Eggleston, who watches it miss slow for ball three. Other action across sports on this busy Memorial Day Sunday, the Indy 500. The 100th running of that historic race going on right now, about halfway through, and Brian Clausen is your leader on lap 97 of 200. They are under caution. 3-0 pitch, and there's a strike outer black at the knees. It is 3-1. Indy 500 Day, a statewide holiday pretty much in my neck of the woods in Indiana. 3-1 is low and in for ball four. First free pass given up by Martinez. Eggleston is aboard with a 1-out walk. That was Martinez's problem in his first 2 starts and then again in the middle of the season for him. Twice he hasn't walked anybody, but the other 4 times he's walked 3, 4, 3, and 3. So the game tends to get away from him every now and then. We'll see what he does here to try and wrangle it in. He'll get Brian LaHare in his scope, and the first pitch to LaHare misses below the knees, ball 1. Breaking stuff, breaking a little bit too well right now, and it's 1-0. LaHare, sharp ground ball to first in the first inning. Telvin Nash speared it and stepped on the bag. 1-0, little half swing, he went around for strike 1. Telvin has softened up the leather of his glove, it seems, in the past week and a half. After committing 3 errors in a row 2 weeks ago, he has now gone 9 games without an error over at first base. Martinez a stretch in the 1-1 pitch. Curveball is in there. Crosses at the belt for strike 2. The hook on that one was wicked. Now the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Eggleston medium lead off the bag. Martinez the 1-2 pitch. That one hooked in but low. Nice block by Castillo, and the count goes 2-2. Revs lead the Patriots 2-0 on a Sunday afternoon in New York, Pennsylvania. Hot, humid day. Not quite as hot as yesterday. Decent-sized Sunday crowd. They were here for autographs before the game as well as Princess Day. Anna and Elsa from Frozen were out front. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball lifted out into right field. Alfredo Marte getting under it, makes an easy catch, 2 away. Although I'm not sure that was really Elsa out front, because if it was, it'd be far colder than it is right now. The cold never bothered her anyway. What about the heat, I wonder? Now Brad Snyder. Sharp line drive to center his first time up. He's the last chance for Somerset in the top of the 4th. Eggleston on first with 2 down. Martinez's first pitch runs low and in for ball 1. I think my favorite line from that whole movie was when Olaf the Snowman is singing about living in the summertime. He comes up to the line, "Winter's a good time to stay in and cuddle, but put me in summer and I'll be a happy snowman." I'm going to tell him, "Don't you dare." Yeah, I've seen that movie a couple of times. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. Outer half for strike 1. 86 miles an hour from Martinez, and the count goes even. Martinez, the kick, and the 1-1 pitch. Lifted foul, drifting towards the left field bleachers, and it does get foul over Arch Street. Eats out onto Arch Street and bouncing towards the Cadorus Creek. Now 1-2 pitch coming from Martinez. He'll try and keep the shutout in order. Eggleston swaying back and forth off of first base. 1-2. Slow ball, left it upstairs, and it's 2-2. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-0. Revolution lead. Martinez ready at the belt. They're rocking the roll. Bouncer over to first base. Telvin takes it on. Baltimore chop, but not Baltimore-y enough. Steps on the bag, side retired. First time Martinez has faced more than the minimum, but the results are still the same. Goose eggs for the Patriots. No runs on, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. In the middle of the 4th, your score, York 2, Somerset 0 here on Revs Radio, WOYK.
Come and celebrate 10 years of York Revolution baseball with the Celebrate York Series presented by Memorial Hospital. The series honors significant contributions from York, Pennsylvania's most notable events and favorite citizens with giveaways every Friday night home game. The series continues on Friday, June 3rd with a bobblehead of York High Zone NFL Hall of Famer Chris Dolman. Visit YorkRevolution.com for more details. It's the Celebrate York Series, proudly presented by Memorial Hospital for the York Revolution's 10th anniversary season.
It's time again for York Mitsubishi's Memorial Day sale going on all month long with huge savings on all 2016 Outlanders, Lancers, Mirages, and Outlander Sports. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months or rebates and discounts up to $4,000. And as always, every new Mitsubishi gets our famous 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So stop by York Mitsubishi during our Memorial Day sale going on all month long just off Route 30 on Roosevelt Avenue, York Mitsubishi, where Mitsubishis always cost less.
The York Revolution celebrate their 10th anniversary with 20 giveaways and entertainment all season long. On Friday, June 3rd, the Memorial Hospital Celebrate York Series continues with the Chris Dolman bobblehead. On Saturday, June 3rd, it's another spectacular Inside the Park fireworks display. And every Sunday includes an autograph session, Catch on the Field, and Kids Run the Bases presented by Commonwealth Charter Academy. Plus, Dollar Hot Dog Days presented by Hatfield Quality Meats. Get your tickets at YorkRevolution.com.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports.
We head to the last of the fourth. York sending up Pounds, Castillo, and Simmons, the bottom of the order, to face Scott and McGregor. York sporting a 2-0 lead, trying to add to it and clinch at least a share of the series. It's a 4-gamer here against Somerset. Pounds waves and whips at a fastball that rung inside for strike one. Pounds today a single that came back in the second inning. 0-1, fastball outer black, strike two. That was one that split the defenders in right and center, Snyder and Robinson. Watched it fall between both of them. 0-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike three. Pounds chasing the outside fastball. 3 pitches and a strikeout for McGregor. That's number 2 for him today, and it's 1 down in the bottom of the fourth. So now Keith Castillo lined out to second, his first time up. First pitch McGregor, a strike at the knees, 0-1. Well, Castillo hasn't seen much playing time since Tejeda got installed as catcher. When he has been playing, it's been pretty well. He's a .288 hitter as a part-time man, and he flies this one out into center field. Long run for Robinson, gets on his high horse, turns to watch it go! That one just kept carrying and it hits the netting, protecting the playground area. Keith Castillo going deep to left center. The 42nd home run of the year for the Revs, who now lead 3-0. Second home run of the year for Castillo, and Darrell Henry, did you think that was going out?
No, I thought maybe gap potential, but it's hitting weather, and he's got such a nice opposite field stroke. It's nice, easy to the ball, and it took off, barreled it up. Brad Snyder in right holding his ears again before the cannon blast.
See, he's timed it now. He's seen how it works. James Simmons swinging through a fastball at his chest for strike one. So for Keith Castillo, his 16th career home run, 10th in the Atlantic League, and second with the Revolution. 0-1, Simmons lifts one out into right field. Going back on it, Snyder circles in front of the warning track, makes the catch, 2 away.
I mean, you said it, the way that Tejeda has played has robbed Castillo and Paniagua of some playing time, and it's a friendly arrangement between the three, but they have 3 really good catchers, and Castillo back in the lineup today and promptly does that.
Gives the Revs a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Alfredo Marte coming up for the third time. Watches the breaking ball up and in for ball one. Marte, a double, a single, and a run, making waves at the leadoff position once again. 1-0 pitch. This one's low and away, and it's 2 balls and no strikes from McGregor. 6th home run that McGregor has given up. That puts him in the top 5 in the Atlantic League in terms of pitchers. Now Scotty into the wind with a 2-0 pitch, and he lifts this one up. It's drifting foul towards third base dugout. Carlos Guzman locates, makes the catch, and foul ground side retired. But the Revs tack on another on a ball that Keith Castillo got up into the jet stream, and he sends it into the playground. Something else for the kids to make amusement with. The Revs, the 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, none left on. And the 4th year score, York 3, Somerset nothing, here on Revs Radio, WOYK.
You hear a lot about CPAP masks these days, but here's something you don't hear much about. Over half of the people who wear a CPAP mask for sleep stop wearing it within a year. How's that working for you? Dr. Gordon Bell would like you to hear this. York Dental Sleep Therapy has dental options that can help many of those people. If you or someone you live with is struggling with sleep apnea, visit yorksleep.com and see how Dr. Gordon Bell can help return your home to peaceful nights of deep, restful sleep. If you're groggy during the workday, if you wake up feeling exhausted, if you would like to get your nighttime sleep patterns back to a healthy state, get a confirmation from your doctor, then meet with Dr. Bell at his office on West Market Street in Hallam. He'll evaluate your symptoms and discuss which treatments would best suit your situation. Dr. Bell can restore restful sleep and get you feeling better day and night. York Dental Sleep Therapy. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com to learn more.
Payne doesn't take Sunday off. Neither do we. We're open weekdays 8 to 8 and weekends 9 to 6. Just walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics, 2319 South George Street in York, across from the Apple Hill Health Campus. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today.
Follow York Sports on your Android. Search Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
We go to the top of the 5th with the Revs up 3-0. Jorge Martinez spotted a comfortable lead. He likes that number so much, he wears it twice on his jersey. Number 33, the uniform number for Martinez. He'll face the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for Somerset. The first is Matt Fields, who gets one up into left center field, but playable. Thurber going back on it. Locates, makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. Now it's Robert Krall, Randolph, New Jersey native. Spent his entire pro career up until this year with a ball club on the opposite coast. He was a San Diego Padres farmhand dating back to 2011. Now Krall will face the first pitch from Martinez and take it inside corner, strike 1. Got as high as AAA El Paso with the Padres last year. 19 appearances for the Chihuahuas, the Pacific Coast League. 0-1 misses low and away for ball 2. Career .234 hitter in those 5 seasons in the Padres farm. Best one came with Lake Elsinore of the California League in 13, where he hit .286. This one's lifted foul and out of play. Over the luxury suites and out towards the parking lot, where Elsa will have to stop a ball dead in its tracks with her ice powers of some kind. Martinez into the wind. The 1-2 pitch, low and in. Nice block Castillo, and it's 2-2. 13 home runs and 45 RBIs in 80 games for Krall with Lake Elsinore. Affluent San Diego suburb in Southern California. 2-2 pitch, and they rung him up inside black at 87. Krall has a few words with Carlos Deno, but to no avail. Another punch out for Martinez, his second of the game. It's 2 up, 2 down in the fifth. Revs trying to get to the fifth, maintaining their 3-0 lead. Wind the first pitch to Carlos Guzman. That misses below the knees for ball one. The other Goose, a bouncer over to first base. That led off the third. Now the 1-0. About the same spot and still low for ball two. Carlos Guzman, the Brooklynite. Originally signed with the Mets in 2007. There's a fly ball into right field, but playable. Actually, that one more to center. Simmons makes the easy catch. Side retired. Another easy 1-2-3 inning for Martinez. 9 pitches. Patriots go in order. It's an official ball game here at Peoples Bank Park with your score, York 3, Somerset nothing, here on Revs Radio, WOYK.
Providing quality services efficiently and in a timely manner to its clients is the mission of the law firm of Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Salamis & Calkins. GSLSC is equipped to handle any real estate transactions, leases, residential and commercial real estate settlements, zoning issues, and all matters involving municipalities. They are also experienced in the formation and operation of family real estate ventures that are tax sensitive to the needs of the investors. Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Salamis & Calkins is an approved title insurance agency and can provide you with title insurance and legal representation at one low cost when buying a home or investment property. Don't risk any real estate settlement without an experienced real estate attorney from the law firm of Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Salamis & Calkins at your side. Phone 717-757-7602. They've been handling residential and commercial real estate matters in South Central Pennsylvania for more than 50 years. With mortgage interest rates at an all-time low, now is the time to buy or refinance. Phone 717-757-7602 today or visit their website, gslsc.com.
Get into the ball game with great savings and great weekly specials at your Sure Save neighborhood markets. Use your gold card every time you shop and you automatically receive savings and rewards. And get incredible deals on the new Best Yet brand products at Sobel's Markets, Wetzel's Market, and also at Nell's Market Fresh Foods. Always a hit and always great savings.
There's only one place for local high school sports. Sports Radio 1350.
Bottom of the fifth, Revs trying to stay supersonic. Up 3-0 with Wilson, Guzman, and Nash due up the plate. Wilson 1 for 2 with a bunt single today after slashing 2 doubles yesterday. Jammed him on the first pitch. He fouls it back and out of play. 0-1. Not a bad pitch count for Scott McGregor. Just 60 through his first 4 innings. Now 61. But he finds himself on the short end of things right now, down 3-0. Revs with 3 runs on 7 hits. Somerset no runs on just 1 hit. No errors for either side. Breaking ball low and away, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. McGregor, the rock and the roll, and a nice hook on that one. It crosses at the knees, called strike 2. Wilson, the Pittsburgh native, wearing uniforms that are somewhat reminiscent of old Pittsburgh Pirate unis. 1-2 pitch, reaches out and fouls, an outside pitch back out of play, into the seats. He'll go home with a fan from Seven Valleys. The Patriots have a man trying to loosen the bullpen, and he's stretching the rope to try and get loose. Wilson fouls another one back about the same spot. Seven Valleys fan is going to take 2 souvenirs home today. And working that elastic band, it appears to be Brandon Sisk, a left-hander. 1-2 pitch again, and Wilson flies this one out into shallow center field. Coming on for it, Robinson makes a two-handed catch. Nice fundamentals. One away. Well, now here is the league RBI leader by at least 2, Joel Guzman. The Goose, as they're starting to call him here, banged a double off the baggy in dead center, 405 feet away. Picked up 1 RBI. Wilson had to stop to see if that one was going to get caught and almost got hung up between the bases as Guzman takes a called strike at the knees, 0-1. It all ended up working out for the Revs as Wilson made it to third and ended up scoring on Telvin Nash's sac fly. The 0-1 pitch, fastball, left it outside, and it's 1-1 strike. Revolution 3-0 leaders over the Patriots in this, well, quite patriotic Memorial Day weekend. 1-1 pitch, swung right through, a fastball about chest high, and it's 1-2. Quick turn from Goose. He really wanted to hack at that one. Try and create some distance between himself and the other 2 second-place home run hitters. Another 1-2, taps a ground ball over to third base, taken on a couple of hops by the other Guzman, who retires this Guzman with a throw over to first base. Gooseception. Now it's Telvin Nash, 0 for 1 with that sac fly today. And McGregor into the wind. Here's the first pitch, fastball, taken right down George Street for strike 1. Nash stepping out to take that pitch. Now McGregor coming right back with a wind in the 0-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. This one belt high, nice breaking ball. Now Nash quickly in an 0-2 count. He digs in, examines the bat, examines it a second time, taps it on the plate. His tools are ready to go, but the catcher, Crawl, is not. Called time as someone made some noise with a, what is that, a drum of some kind? And a cowbell. McGregor likes what he sees. The kick in the 0-2. Drive to left field. Bang off the wall about a quarter of the way up. Eggleston was playing towards left center field, so Nash will circle around and cruise into second. Pound the fists together. He has got another double, and he's got a season-high 9-game hitting streak.
And 19 extra base hits for him. It's 4 more than anybody else. Not just the home runs with him. By the way, I went back for seconds on Beans.
Ah, a bit of revenge from for me yesterday, huh?
Uh-huh.
Thurber takes a fastball outer black at 93 for called strike 1. A couple of ground balls to first base. That's on Thurber's record today. He's 0 for 2 as a York Rev. McGregor from the stretch, the 0-1, left the fastball outside. It's 1-1 strike. Thurber, the upstate New Yorker from Elmira. Slightly open stance. Kicking that right foot up and down. McGregor's ready. The rock and the roll. Comes inside with a fastball, and it's 2-1 strike. Revolution up 3-0. Chance to add on. Nash on second with 2 outs. And Andres Perez looming on deck if Thurber can prolong the inning. 2 balls and a strike. McGregor with the offering. Left it outside. 3-1 strike. Good hitters count here for Charlie Thurber. As Darrell mentioned, a Tennessee product. Got as high as St. Lucie in the Mets system before being released. Spent some time in the Can-Am League last year before Colorado picked him up, put him at New Britain in the Eastern League. 3-1 pitch, fly ball, shallow left. This one trickling foul over towards the bullpen. It'll carry into the second row of seats. Guzman just running out of room. The wind blowing more from right to left. Now it was blowing out towards center as we began things this afternoon, but Thurber getting it up in the jet stream, and it saved him at least one more pitch right now.
Guy looks like a hitter too, the way he stands in there. Looks like he's ready to pounce. I think it'll do him some good to work with Polo going forward too.
The payoff pitch, sharp ground ball, but foul down the first base line, nearly taken out the first base coach du jour for the Revs. It's Michael Rocket today. We see that on most of the Atlantic League teams. They don't have a full-time first base coach. They just send whoever wants to volunteer for the job to do it. It's a hard life. It involves standing and being in sunshine. Another payoff pitch coming. And a ground ball through the hole. Base hit to center field. Nash will get the green light to score. No throw coming in. An RBI single is Charlie Thurber's introduction to the Revolution faithful. It's now 4-0 York.
Terrific at bat. And anytime that you're kind of starting your season, as he joins his new team, it's been a bit since he's seen live pitching. You want to see pitches, and that's his best at bat of the day. He worked it full, was able to spoil one or two, and eventually made McGregor kind of make a mistake. It was right over the plate and hittable for him. Didn't try to do too much, just slapped it up the middle.
Now it's Andres Perez. Will this be number 1,000? And Thurber leapfrogged over on first base, drew the attention of McGregor just by sheer force of will or personality. McGregor will shake it off and focus on Perez, he has already given up a double to. First pitch, ground ball over to third base, picked up by Guzman. He'll go to second for the force, and that will retire the side. But the Revs pick up one more on Charlie Thurber's RBI single. He brings home Nash after the 2-out double. Nice debut for Charlie Thurber. The Revs 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, 1 left on. End of the 5th-year score, York 4, Somerset 0 here on Revs Radio, WOYK.
And here we go, folks. She steps up to the box. This is a real pressure situation. 2 kids tugging at her blouse, a long line of customers, and only 30 minutes to get in, get a dozen maple donuts, and get to the party.
Oh, boy, look at the time.
One of Charlie Donuts All-Stars winds up, and here's the pitch.
Welcome to Maple Donuts. Can I help you?
Yes. No. I'm sorry. I'm not quite ready.
Oh, she steps out. The pressure may be too much, folks. No, wait. What's this? A meeting at the plate?
Okay, Mommy needs to order our maple donuts now. Can you two be good, please?
And she steps back up to the box.
All ready now?
I am.
She's swinging for the fences.
I'll have 4 glazed, 3 vanilla sprinkles, 3 chocolate icing, 2 jelly filled, and 1 chocolate peanut covered.
Wow, that was Major League. She read every stitch of that fastball and knocked it clean out of the park.
Enjoy your maple donuts.
Oh, we will. Okay, kids, let's go. Let's get these maple donuts to the party.
There you have it, folks. Maple Donuts, 58 varieties. Ready whenever you need to step up to the plate.
Maple Donuts taste right.
Well, I finally did it. I took my dad's advice and joined his credit union.
Which one?
PSECU. I'm eligible because my dad's a member, but I joined through work.
Really? I thought you had to work for the state.
A lot of people think that, but there are lots of ways to be eligible.
I'm not really thrilled with my bank and all their fees. I need to check them out.
Definitely. It's worth the switch.
PSCCU is the credit union for you. Find your way at psccu.com/join. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
We go to the top of the 6th inning, and a bit overdue. We will pause 10 seconds for station ID here on Revs Radio WOYK.
Well, Mace last night.
Or not. That's Mace. Yeah.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
How did that happen? We had played that earlier in the day after Mace. Well, in any case, we're back for the top of the sixth, and Jorge Martinez's first pitch is a called strike at the knees. 0-1 to Trayvon Robinson, who has the only hit of the day off of Martinez. A one-out single back in the third, and Trayvon was retired trying to steal second base. Chopper over to first, gloved by Guzman. And the straight arm shovel pass by Nash to Martinez, who steps on the bag. I don't think I've ever seen that before. What was that, a cricket move?
I don't know. It was like I always compare Nash to football moves. It was like a firm pitch in the option, the read option, like a lateral.
Well, whatever it was, it nearly got away from Martinez, who was not expecting it that strongly, but all's well that ends well, and it's still 4-0 York with nobody on the top of the sixth inning. Darwin Perez, the K-man, has not obliged yet, and he takes a fastball outside for ball one. Well, Martinez really on a roll right now. 2 straight quality starts. He has now pitched 11 consecutive scoreless innings, dating back to his last start, and he gets a pop-up from Perez. This one right side of the infield. Nash locates, makes the catch, 2 away.
Busy boy down there at first base today.
And in fact, dating back to Martinez's start in Lancaster a couple of weeks ago, all right, he has 16 consecutive scoreless innings. Had to do the math in my head there. Now 16 2/3. So now here's the top of the order again, Michael Jones. 0 for 2 today. Almost every Patriot is. Ball, not sure where that missed. Slightly outside, I suppose, and it's 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch tied him up. Couldn't hold the swing, and Deno is rung up for strike one. Michael swung at the first pitch, and that's as close as the Patriots have gotten to a run in this game as he watches it miss upstairs for ball one. The very first pitch of this game back on at 1:03, a fly ball to the warning track in front of the LED board in left center. James Simmons ran it down, and Somerset has not come nearly close to scoring ever since. Fly ball this time to right center field. Simmons on his high horse, but it's Marte who comes over, makes the catch right in front of the PSECU sign, and right center side retired. Another 1-2-3 inning for Jorge Martinez. 17 consecutive scoreless innings for him, and he's retired 8 in a row. For the Patriots, nothing across. Mid-sixth, it is York 4, Somerset nothing here on Revs Radio, WOYK.
Did you send that email?
No, the server's down.
Again? That's the third time this week. Did you call support?
Sure, great hold music for the last hour.
There's got to be a better way.
There is. Let SoCo Business Solutions maintain your current IT environment, evaluate your current systems, or provide support that's local and responsive. Contact SoCo at 717-505-8080 and let us be your IT solutions provider. That's 717-505-8080 or online at SoCoBusinessSolutions.com.
Wednesdays are the worst. I've got to get the kids to school in time to get to work, then it's just one long day of meetings. But hey, at least I don't have to worry about making dinner.
Kids eat free with People's Bank. Save money at every Wednesday home game.
So now when the Revs are in town, I just pull into a People's Bank, pick up that week's coupon, and dinner is done. Revolution Wednesdays? Awesome. Revolution!
Thanks to People's Bank, kids eat free at every Wednesday home game. No need to be a People's Bank customer. Just pick up your coupon at any People's Bank branch and do dinner at People's Bank Park. One coupon per child per game.
The York Revolution celebrate their 10th anniversary with 20 giveaways and entertainment all season long. On Friday, June 3rd, the Memorial Hospital Celebrate York series continues with the Chris Dolman bobblehead. On Saturday, June 3rd, it's another spectacular Inside the Park fireworks display. And every Sunday includes an autograph session. Catch on the Field, and Kids Run the Bases presented by Commonwealth Charter Academy. Plus, Dollar Hot Dog Days presented by Hatfield Quality Meats. Get your tickets at YorkRevolution.com.
On air, online, and on your smartphone. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Bottom of the sixth, Will DeBoer, Darrell Henry with you on Revs Radio WOYK. Nice quick Sunday game. More of a trot instead of a Sunday stroll. Revs up 4-0. Looking for more. Pounds, Castillo, and Simmons. First is Brian Pounds, who's 1 for 2 today. Scott McGregor into the windup. His first pitch is a fastball right down George Street for called strike one. Well, Jorge Martinez, 6 scoreless once again. 17 straight scoreless innings for the Cuban. And Pounds takes outer black for strike two.
That start 2 starts ago, he easily could have actually won 1-0. The loss 2-1.
McGregor with the 0-2 pitch, left it upstairs, and that's ball one. McGregor another 1-2 rather. That's swung on and missed for strike three. Pounds retired by way of the K for the second straight time. For McGregor, strikeout number 3. That'll bring Keith Castillo to the dish. Castillo hit a fly ball that looked like a gapper over to left center back in the fourth inning. That one carried and carried and carried and got out of here in a hurry. His second home run of the year. First pitch, little check swing. Either he went around or it was a called strike. Whatever the case, 0-1.
Yeah, that thing was a line drive bolt. And again, to one of the deeper parts of the park. Slightly oppo for him.
1-0 pitch. That's a hook. It's in there for a strike two, rather. 0-2 is the count now to Castillo.
Really one of the best opposite field hitters on this team, I think.
Now the 0-2 pitch, that one left upstairs and outside. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. There are guys who know how to hit him to every part of the plate. The park, rather. 1-2, and a little slow roller. That one was off his foot. So Castillo will shake it off. He'll walk it off, and we will turn it to the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by York Mitsubishi. All 3 other games in action right now. Bottom of the second from Lancaster. Barnstormers down 1-0 to Sugar Land. Bottom of the third from Bethpage Ballpark. Long Island up 2-1 over New Britain. And at the Harbor Yard in Bridgeport, Bluefish and Blue Crabs are scoreless, with Jenny Finch leading the Bridgeport Bluefish today. First woman to ever manage a professional baseball team.
She's got to get them going. No score.
Well, are you surprised that it's scoreless here with a pitcher managing?
I'm sure she's doing a great job.
1-2 from McGregor. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him with a fastball that was left outside. Castillo playing to pull, and he comes up with nothing. Back-to-back strikeouts from McGregor. That brings up James Simmons.
Tell you, Will, we had her here 2 years ago on a softball night, and she was such a pleasure. Really, really pleasant. Took so much time individually with so many youth softball players here who were just in awe at the chance to meet her.
First pitch to James Simmons, swung on and missed for strike one. Went chasing on a slider in the dirt. Nice enough to record a spot for us as well. I've heard that a couple of times.
She did.
Simmons today 0 for 2. 1-0 pitch. That's low and away for ball one. James, at least one more chance to extend his season-high hitting streak. He's at 8 right now. 8 for 30, so exactly 1 hit in every game. And a sharp ground ball over to short, backhanded by Jones. The throw picked at first by LaHare, side retired. 1-2-3 inning for McGregor. First time he has done that since, well, ever, at least in this game. Revs go in order, end of the 6th-year score. York 4, Somerset 0. Darrell Henry will take you home here on Revs Radio WOYK.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
Let's go!
The NFL has a policy here. Johnny Unitas was going to be honored by Peyton Manning. He was going to wear high-top black shoes. The NFL said, no, you couldn't do it. Pat Tillman was going to be honored by Jake Plummer, and the NFL said, no, you can't. Craig Ironhead Hayward's son was going to honor him with eye black. D'Angelo Williams, whose mother died of breast cancer in 2014, he wanted to honor her the entire season. The NFL said no. This was explained to me by the NFL years ago, that if we allow this for Peyton Manning with Johnny Unitas, which seems like a no-brainer, then what happens if you get Jimmy Lipper, who wants to honor his coach, and he's going to wear something? That's where the NFL, you may not like it, but it makes sense that you just say, no, we're not going to allow it. We can't allow this to happen, because then everybody would be doing it.
The Dan Patrick Show.
We are going to PAR-TY.
Mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Ross Brothers Barbecue is serving up the hits every Saturday night this season at Peoples Bank Park. Stop by Arch Street Eats on the third base corner and load up on delicious, fresh-made local barbecue. All of Ross' sauces and sides are made from scratch daily. All meats are smoked for an authentic barbecue done right. Ross Brothers also offers drive-through, dine-in, and carry-out from the restaurant at 3096 Carlisle Road in Dover, as well as delivery and full-service catering. Ross Brothers can cater any sized event from fundraisers to graduation parties to weddings. Ross Brothers Barbecue every Saturday night at Peoples Bank Park.
The radio home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Head of the 7th inning, and the Revs with a 4-0 lead. The hit total in this game, 9 for York, 1 for Somerset. Jorge Martinez, 71 pitches through 6 innings. They'll face 2, 3, and 4 in the order for the third time today as we begin the 7th. Aaron Eggleston to start it. 1 over the minimum for Jorge, who gave up a third-inning single that was caught stealing, and then a fourth-inning walk that was left on base. And that walk to Eggleston, who grounded out in his previous time at bat. Before that, here's Martinez, first pitch of the 7th, and a breaking ball. It's in there for a strike. He's had fine command of everything today. Eggleston, those gold spikes. 0-1 pitch, and he lines one down the line in right and fair. This one will skip to the base of the fence as he heads to second. Telvin Nash, something to holler at him as he ran by. And he's got a leadoff double to begin the 7th. That is only their second hit, ends a streak of 8 in a row retired. And Brian LaHare will follow. Now a shutout in jeopardy suddenly with the leadoff double, but Martinez, his task is to not think about that and to just keep recording outs. He's got a 4-run lead to work with. And pitch to LaHare is swung on and bounced to first. 2 hops to Nash. He's got it, and he'll bring it to the bag himself as Eggleston moves to third. But just like we were talking about, that runner with Eggleston is inconsequential in the grand scheme of things, and there's out number 1 here in the 7th. Revs have gotten some bullpen activity for the first time today, just in case, following that leadoff double. And here's Brad Snyder, who is lined to center and grounded to first base himself. That was the 5th ground ball handled by Telvin Nash at first today. And Somerset, a lot of lefties in this lineup. As Martinez sets and deals, and a curveball breaks over for a strike. And he's gotten weak ground balls to first, so goes to show you he's had a lot of their hitters out in front with weak contact. He fires, and a foul tip as that glanced off either Castillo or Carlos Dano and on back. Now 0-2. Coming up after our game, we'll join Game 5 of the Bears and Marlies in progress from Toronto. So keep it right here throughout the afternoon as the Bears try to advance to the finals. 0-2, and it misses down and away. 4-0 the lead here in the 7th inning. Martinez part of a 10-0 win last time out.
which began this homestand. He's ready and fires, and a slider down and in. Castillo tagged him in case he went, but on the appeal to third, they say no. And Snyder works it from 0-2 to 2-2. Now Jorge ready. And the pitch, fastball missed inside. It'll be a full count.
Just the second full count for Martinez today, and his first since the first inning.
Now has his sign. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing, and he just got a piece. A bouncer foul straight back. Final game of the homestand tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Salute to Veterans Day for the Memorial Day game, then on to Bridgeport for 3, and then right back next weekend hosting Lancaster. Pitch is swung on and flared it short. A backhand pick. Wilson, who throws home, and they have Eggleston in a rundown. Castillo to Pounds, who tags him out. Josh Wilson saw he could get him, and he keeps the shutout intact. Jorge clapping into his glove. He loves what his shortstop just did for him. It's a fielder's choice. A ball that made a thud off the bat. It had spin, but Wilson made the clean backhand pick and threw home to get the lead runner.
Now that's what a major league shortstop can do for you in the Atlantic League. The great awareness by Wilson. He knew that he could get Eggleston. Isn't quite fleetest of foot. And they got him rung up, and a simple rundown, just 3 numbers to write down.
2 down. Here's Matt Fields with a runner at first and a slider that breaks outside. And Eggleston may have had to hesitate to make sure it wasn't caught, but then with the infield back, he tried to go, and to his surprise, there was the ball. Pitch to Fields is up and in, and now a 2-0 count. Fields today, a strikeout and a flyout. Still a 4-0 lead thanks to that play from Wilson at short. He is so smooth with the glove. The 2-0 swing and a miss. As Fields did not exactly get to cut loose on that swing. He was a little fooled. Been a rough go of it for him. He was such a big member of their championship run last year. The 2-1 and a swing and a miss. A slider from Jorge to even things. Last year, Fields hit 5 homers in 14 games to end the regular season, then 2 home runs in a Game 3 win against Southern Maryland in the championship series. Here's the stretch, the 2-2, and it's down and away. Castillo got a piece, but it rolls off to the right, and Snyder will move up on a wild pitch. It's only the second runner for Somerset to reach scoring position today, both this inning. And now Jorge has his 3rd full count to this inning. Trying to send it to the 7th inning stretch. 4-0 the lead. He looks in, nods yes. And the payoff pitch. Check swing on a slider in the dirt. Castillo to pick up the tag, and they say no swing on the appeal down at first base. So the second walk of the day. From up here, I really thought he went. And now with 2 lefties coming up, I don't know if it's Scooters who's loosening, but Mace is coming out. And that'll be all for Jorge. After 6 2/3 magnificent innings. Tying run now on deck. And he'll get a big ovation as he heads off to the dugout. What a job here this afternoon. 6 2/3 innings of 2-hit ball. Fletch waiting for the handshake. It'll be Frank Gailey in. And it's the third start this season in which Jorge has gone 6 innings or more, and has given up 2 hits or fewer 3 times. His first start, that start in Lancaster 2 starts ago, and now today. And it's actually Scooters who's most likely going to be rested today, I beg your pardon. Gailey, who did not pitch last night, he's the one that's back in today. A pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Now with 2 lefties coming up, tying run on deck, they'll go to the bullpen, and they've been tremendous. Final line on Jorge, 6 2/3, 2 hits. He is responsible for the 2 runners. That walk was his second, and he struck out 2. Pitching to contact all day, only 87 pitches, 49 for strikes. So now Gailey, who in the 7-5 win Friday night came up huge, had to really buckle down after a pair of singles and a walk, loaded the bases with 1 out. 2 huge strikeouts to escape with the 2-run lead intact 2 nights ago, and that was the night they rested DeMarc, so it was Gailey in the 8th, and then DePaula got that save. And he'll face Rob Krall first, and hopefully last this inning as Gailey tries to put a quick end to it. Krall a ground out and a strikeout today. Lefty against lefty. And Gailey a look back and the pitch. It's down and away. Frank in his 5th game, 3 2/3 scoreless since coming back. Now leans in, he's set. And the 1-0. And a splitter, he plops it in for a strike. And that evens things up. It's one of the most pronounced drops that I've seen a splitter in this league, especially from a lefty. The 1-1, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Had Krall pulling the trigger early. 1-2. Gailey trying to keep what is now a combo shutout bid intact. Leans in and looks, he's ready. And the 1-2, breaking ball just missed outside. Snyder at second, Fields on at first. Gailey the 2-2. And a fastball a little low. So Krall patiently works it all the way full. Runners will have the head start. Again, the tying run on deck here with this 4-0 York lead. It's Carlos Guzman who's on deck. Gailey ready. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 3-2 changeup. Another massive strikeout for Frank Gailey, who comes in and finishes the 7th with the shutout still intact. A leadoff double, they don't score. They strand 2 in the inning. 7th inning stretch, it's the Revs 4 and the Somerset Patriots nothing.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Come on! Colin Cowherd.
Here's Chip Kelly talking about Tim Tebow once he released him.
I didn't feel like he was good enough to be the 3 right now.
He didn't say backup that just gets in. They're not good enough to be the 3rd-string quarterback. And here's the thing. You can have him on the roster. You can't have him right behind Sam Bradford, who would pull a hammy yawning.
This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
It's time again for York Mitsubishi's Memorial Day sale going on all month long with huge savings on all 2016 Outlanders, Lancers, Mirages, and Outlander Sports. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months or rebates and discounts up to $4,000. And as always, every new Mitsubishi gets our famous 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So stop by York Mitsubishi during our Memorial Day sale going on all month long just off Route 30 on Roosevelt Avenue, York Mitsubishi, where Mitsubishis always cost less.
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Revs still a 4-0 lead as Frank Gailey comes in to finish off that 7th inning. Jorge's final line, 6 2/3 scoreless on 2 hits. And the top of the order for the Revs, beginning with Alfredo Marte to lead off the home 7th, and he swings first pitch and skies a foul. Way off to the left on Scott McGregor's 94th pitch of the day. He stays in. Had a 1-2-3-6, his first of the day. The Revs had had at least 1 hit in every inning before that. Pitch to Marte is scratched foul at the plate, a curve. And now 0-2. His second day with his new team, and a good one. 2 for 3, a double in the first, and then singled to start the 2-run third, and he scored the first of those 2. He's fitting in nicely and becomes a bigger signing with Burgess's departure. Thurber's arrival as well, as McGregor misses high. Thurber also a big add given that news from earlier today.
And a much-needed lefty. Burgess was brought in as the lefty, and now Thurber is the lefty.
Curveball here is popped up. Shallow left. Shortstop Jones is out. It's Eggleston in from left. And Eggleston's got it for out number 1. Will Jorge Martinez was in the spotlight today, just like the Stage Deli. As the spotlight on outstanding soups, salads, and sandwiches, Martinez was terrific in our big storyline to this point this afternoon. The Stage has First Friday coming up. Mention the Revs and get 10% off. First Friday this coming Friday.
I would, but we'll be right here on First Friday.
That's right.
Big War of the Roses coming to York for the first time this year.
Here's Josh Wilson. And McGregor catches the outside corner according to Dano. Wilson slumps his shoulders and didn't seem to agree. No balls and a strike. Wilson 1 for 3 with a bunt hit in the third, a 6-game hitting streak, and he swings here and slams one to left. That's a hit. This will 2-hop the base of the nemesis. Eggleston plays the carom quickly and will hold Wilson to a single, but he pops it sharply into left. Has his second hit of the game. That one got to the nemesis quickly and took a strong carom back to Eggleston, so no chance for extra bases, but hard hit nonetheless. And here's Joel Guzman. They have Princess headshots up, and that is just about as intimidating as his normal one.
What are you saying about Princess Peach, Darryl?
First pitch fastball is an outside strike call. I guess she scares me. I don't know. Joel 1 for 3 today. RBI double off the center field fence in the third inning, which opened the scoring. Pitch to him is down and away. League leading 26th RBI. On this homestand alone, his 8th and his 7th in this series.
Gets him in bunches. Pitch to him is outside. And now a 2-1 count. Patriots do have a righty up, as McGregor's now at 102 pitches. All set at the belt. The 2-1 and a breaking ball up and in. Revs have started to hit a lot of doubles too, not just home runs. Today they have 4 doubles plus 1 homer. Guzman with one of those 2 base hits. And the 3-1 swing and a pop-up foul. This will find the stands, first base side. Castillo the home run today, and that made a winner out of Derek Feltenberger on our Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care home run contest. Derek, you can stop by the Apple Chevrolet ticket office anytime you please during normal business hours. That prize pack is yours.
Please, just during normal business hours. No one's going to be there at 11 o'clock on Sunday night.
Wilson running and a chopper off the glove of Carlos Guzman. Out pass short, and Wilson will keep going and races to third. And the Revs with runners at the corners. It'll be an error on Carlos. Joel reaches first. A high hopper that Carlos was able to reach out to his left on and get glove on it, but could not hang on to it. Ricocheted out pass short. Wilson was running on the pitch on 3-2, and he hardly slowed down and went all the way to third on it. Somerset with their first error today and league leading 38th. And they've now made one in 19 of their last 22 games. And here's Talvin Nash trying to take advantage. 4-0 is the lead. First and third, pitch to Nash is upstairs. Talvin today, 1 for 2, a sac fly RBI, a double, and a run. And he's driven in 21 now. The double giving him a 9-game hitting streak. 1-0, and that's in tight. And his league leading 19th extra base hit. On the stretch, 2-0, and a breaking ball plopped in for a strike. Wasn't going to throw him anything straight. And McGregor, who threw 107 pitches in his last start, now a season high 108. One more than the last one. He deals, swing and a miss on a fastball away at 90. And now 2-2. And he threw a curve and a fastball count, then followed it with the heater, and comes back to even things. Here's the stretch. And the 2-2. Fastball up and in. Nash was loading up and had to raise the hand slightly. It'll be a full count. Charlie Thurber waiting on deck. He had an RBI single in his debut, his last time up. Time being held. I think Rob Kroll and plate ump Carlos Stano might be having a chat. The 3-2 curveball, and Nash tried to check. They'll ask down at first, and they say he held off. And it missed just a little high. Nash with ball 4. And the bases loaded for Charlie Thurber, and here comes Brett Jody.
Derek DeMosha, very nonchalant call of no swing on that one on the appeal, as if to say, really? You're going to appeal that? No way he went around, man. Come on.
First walk all day for McGregor, who will hand the ball off and head off. And it will be another right-hander coming in with Thurber, the Revs' lone lefty, due up. A 4-0 lead. McGregor goes 6 1/3. He is responsible for the 3 on base. 10 hits, he walked 1, struck out 4 on the day. While we have a moment, our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. Revs have Jason Repko in the DL with the hamstring soreness. Somerset with David Vidal, who's been sidelined basically since the start of the year with a quad strain. It's your WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. Right-hander Connor Little is the new pitcher for Somerset. Now the Revs will try to blow open a 4-0 lead. McGregor ending the day at 111 pitches, 76 for strikes. And now Little, appearing in his 13th game, 3-0 with a 371 earned run average. 17 innings, 7 runs. Last year he was with Somerset late in the year, big part of their title run after beginning the year with Southern Illinois in the Frontier League. Combined to post a sub-2 ERA, only 25 years old. He began this year in spring training with Atlanta after the job that he did last year, but after not sticking with the Braves, returned to Somerset. And while he gets ready, we'll pause for station identification. This is Revolution Radio.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
Now Little is ready, and Charlie Thurber will stand in. Grounded out to first base, his first 2 at-bats, but then in the 5th, he worked a full count, battled, and slapped one up the middle for an RBI single. He's got a ribby in his debut. That made it 4-0. Now he's trying to balloon it past 4-0. First pitch is off the plate away. Andres Perez will follow Thurber. One-0. And a backdoor cutter caught the corner for a strike. Little, a big guy. 6'6". He's from San Diego. He went to the University of Hawaii. Knows how to live. Pitch to Thurber is swung on and missed. A changeup.
Somewhere in the world, this man will be considered little. I don't think it has been found yet, but it's out there.
Now he's set. And the 1-2. Fastball low. And a good eye from Thurber. He got here 2 nights ago. Did not play Friday or last night, but today is his debut. A little shaking off a couple of times and now just staring. And now ready and deals, and a swing and a miss. A backdoor cutter got Thurber swinging, and that's out number 2. Well, Andres Perez looking for career hit number 1,000 as he comes to the plate. Back in the second inning, a double for career hit number 500 with York. 1 for 3 today. Chance to bust it open. First pitch is fouled, straight back upstairs. He was right on it. And it's 0-1. Four nothing the lead. Revs with 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. Right there in the middle innings. The 0-1. And a high strike call. That'll put Perez in an 0-2 hole. It's right around the letters. Not many call it. Give Dano credit. He's called it all day.
Now, umps can have different strike zones. They've just got to be consistent with them. Part of the human element of the game. No 2 ballparks are alike, at least in this era, and no 2 strike zones are alike.
0-2.
Way high, all the way to the backstop. Wilson's going to try it. The flip. He slides. He's in. Connor Little arguing it, and Wilson slides in under the tag. Here comes Brett Jody, and the Revs make it a 5-0 game. A wild pitch. He airmailed his catcher, and Wilson saw it and took off right away.
Oh, boy, I think he's out here, Daryl. We're getting shown the replay right now. Check it out again. There it is. Here comes Wilson. They had it slower a couple of moments ago, and I think that they indeed got the tag on him. Revs catching a break here.
Well, they'll take it. I mean, the edge of his cleats might have gotten the edge of the plate a split second before the tag. Our look, the tag was to the back of his legs, so even we don't have a perfect look, but Brett Jody will give up the ghost. Second and third, a run home. And the pitch to Perez is lined at second and grabbed by Darwin Perez on a little half leap. Would have scored two more. Hit number 1,000 as a pro. We'll have to wait. But the Revs add an unearned run. One hit, one error, two men left. Wilson coming in on the wild pitch. And we go to the eighth. It's a 5-0 Revolution lead.
The more we help the ones in need, the more progress our community will make.
By focusing on quality education, income opportunities, and basic health care,
all of York County can have access to the building blocks of a good quality of life.
Together we can load the bases for our community.
And hit a home run.
Give generously to the 2016 United Way Community Fund.
Find out more and give now at unitedway-york.org.
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee, or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Come and celebrate 10 years of York Revolution baseball with the Celebrate York Series presented by Memorial Hospital. The series honors significant contributions from York, Pennsylvania's most notable events and favorite citizens with giveaways every Friday night home game. The series continues on Friday, June 3rd with a bobblehead of York High Zone NFL Hall of Famer Chris Dolman. Visit YorkRevolution.com for more details. It's the Celebrate York Series, proudly presented by Memorial Hospital for the York Revolution's 10th anniversary season.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Top of the eighth, Julio DePaula takes over. Be Carlos Guzman leading off for Somerset, and the first pitch is over for a strike. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. DePaula got the save 2 nights ago as he cranks it home quickly and misses outside. 2 innings away, Will, from moving into that leaderboard and ERA for York.
And if he does it right here without allowing a run, he will be the leader.
Fires home, and it misses down low.
His career ERA through 99 innings with the Revs, 2.72. That would tie him for second if he would qualify. He needs 101 innings to qualify.
Which is what we set. We have to live with it. There's a fastball. That's in for a strike. And now 2-2.
The all-time leader right now for the Revs is Ryan Fearabend. 2012, he has a career ERA of 2.71.
Next one is outside, a full count on Guzman.
Right now, DePaula, if you were to insert him, he'd be tied with R.J. Rodriguez and Sean Stidfol at 272. I'm sure one of them wins on percentage points, but we don't have a calculator.
There's a bouncer foul first base side. Those are hard to come by these days with all that new technology out there.
Well, an advanced calculator maybe. A simple calculator. And you
gone with the wind.
Yeah. Ain't nobody looking back again.
Pitch here is skied to left field, and backing up is Thurber. He's going to hope to play it off the wall. It hit the very top, stays in play. It'll bound past him, and he'll toss it in as Guzman standing at second with a leadoff double. That was right near the yellow line at the very top, and it caromed up and back in. So the shutout will be threatened again. Did that hit the top of the wall and bounce back?
About 90% up, probably. It wasn't off the very, very top, but it was awfully close. It's about as close as you can get to hitting it over without actually doing it. Talk about an introduction to the wall for Charlie Thurber.
Here's Trayvon Robinson, and he swings and bounces a foul off the railing in front of the York dugout and deflects up to a kid who caught it with the glove and tossed it to a different kid. That was nice of him. Maybe his friend with him today. Robinson 1 for 2 in the game. DePaula the stretch. Fires home. And a ground ball rolled to second base. Dre's got it. He'll toss to first for the out as Guzman moves to third. DePaula a very quick 1-2-3 save here on Friday night. Overall this season, he's in game number 6, 4 2/3 scoreless coming in. Here's our K-man, Darwin Perez, who's flied out and popped up. Revs with the infield back, of course, a 5-0 lead. They'd love to keep Somerset scoreless, but out's the important thing. And the first pitch, a fastball for strike one. Out hitting Somerset 10-3. Now DePaula nods yes. Fires home, and a slider just inside. Did Perez check? He did, as they ask down at third base. 1-1. A win today, the Revs would be right back to 7 games above 500, tying a season best. And they would at least have a tie for the league's best record. Pitch to Perez is grounded to second. That'll get the run home. Perez to his right. Maintains his balance and throws to first. Nice play. RBI ground out. It's 5-1. And Dre, who had to go to his right, he got there right about the time he was trying to get in front of the ball. And his feet kept moving slightly, but he was able to slam the brakes and plant as he smoothed out the dirt afterward. It's the first run that DePaula's given up this season. And here's Michael Jones at the top of the order as Julio uncorks one high that goes to the backstop. And maybe the last chance of the day for Michael Jones to extend a 9-game hitting streak on which he's hit over 500. He's 0 for 3 today. As DePaula fires, and a slider breaks away, 2-0. A stretch and the pitch. And a breaking ball. He got squeezed. They called it outside. It's 3-0. Pretty close on that one. Back to his windup. Delivers. And there's a fastball for a strike. 3-1. He's been at 89 on the board consistently with the fastball this inning. Wind up, the 3-1, and a breaking ball strike. He's another guy that's got the confidence in his off speed to throw it at any time, and he uses it to run the count full. Here's the wind and the payoff pitch. Swung on and cranked foul. A line drive down into the corner and left. Revs trying to go to 15-5 at home today as well. A 22nd win would put them within 2 of last year's first half total. What a rebound.
The payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. A fastball at 91 away. Jones slams the bat down. He is rung up. And DePaula with a strikeout to end the top of the 8th. 1 run, 1 hit, nobody left. Jones is still jawing and pointing as he marches out to short. Carlos Dano just turns. He'll keep him in the game, but Jones let him know what he thought. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's the Revs 5 and the Patriots 1.
Wednesdays are the worst. I've got to get the kids to school in time, to get to work, then it's just one long day of meetings. But hey, at least I don't have to worry about making dinner.
Kids eat free with People's Bank. Save money at every Wednesday home game.
So now when the Revs are in town, I just pull into a People's Bank, pick up that week's coupon, and dinner is done. Revolution Wednesdays? Awesome. Revolution!
Thanks to People's Bank, kids eat free at every Wednesday home game. No need to be a People's Bank customer. Just pick up your coupon at any People's Bank branch and do dinner at People's Bank Park. 1 coupon per child per game.
Pain doesn't take Sunday off. Neither do we. We're open weekdays 8 to 8 and weekends 9 to 6. Just walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics, 2319 South George Street in York, across from the Apple Hill Health Campus. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today.
Struggling to find quality IT help for your business? Tired of being sold solutions from companies helping their bottom line more than yours? Sick of your calls being answered overseas? SoCo Business Solutions is your answer to maintain your current environment, redesign your infrastructure, provide local responsive support, and keep your data safe. Contact SoCo at 717-505-8080 and let us be your IT solutions provider. That's 717-505-8080 or online at socobusinesssolutions.com.
The Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the 8th, and the Revs a 5-1 lead. Right-hander Evan Meek is the new pitcher for Somerset. 1-0 with a 4.26 ERA in 7 games for the former big league All-Star. 6 1/3 innings, has given up 11 hits. Opponents hitting .379. 5 runs, 3 of which have been earned. Brian Pounds will start the inning against him. One last chance at insurance for the Revs. Pounds 1 for 3 on the day. Might be DeMarc getting ready despite it being a non-save situation. In a couple days since we've seen him. Now Meek, the righty, delivers home and misses down and away. Meek's been in the majors with the Pirates and Orioles, most recently Baltimore 2 years ago for 23 games. Fires home and a swing and a foul back, out of play. Every one of his 179 big league appearances have come in relief. Broke in with the Pirates in 2008. All-Star in 2010. He deals, and a swing and a miss. Fastball there. He went 5-4 with a 2.14 ERA for the Pirates in 70 games in 2010. And 4 saves as well. Well, ready. 1-2, and that misses outside. Bellevue, Washington native, now 33 years old. Originally a Twins draft pick, 11th round in 2002. He deals, swing and a miss, and a good slider from Meek to get Pounds swinging. 1 away.
1 for 4 for Pounds Day, and a tough 1 for 4. He singled his first time up, and trio of Ks, the only other thing that he has gotten today.
Here's Keith Castillo, who's 1 for 3 with a homer back in the 4th. His second of the year. And first pitch, cuts in for a strike. He slammed it slightly to the opposite field, a line drive just left of center. Out to the deep part of the playground. 0-1, and he tried to check on a slider in the dirt. They ask at third, and he's rung up. And he stares down at
Joe Dalbalso, who makes it 0-2 on him. Meek, at one point earlier in his career, released by the Twins, signed with the Padres, and then in 06 traded to Tampa Bay for Russell Branyan. Pitch to him is swung on and missed. Meek got him to reach down and away. He runs to first, thinking that maybe it had hit dirt and that they would need to throw. He's arguing that it had, but they say it was caught cleanly and that it's out number 2. Give Castillo credit, though. He takes nothing for granted. And with 2 down, James Simmons to the plate. He was 0 for 3 on the afternoon and one last chance to extend an 8-game hitting streak. Revs up 5-1 here in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch from Meek, it is swung on and missed. A slider in the dirt that bounces away. And Meek's slider has been pretty filthy here in this 1-inning appearance. He's wearing Mickey Story's jersey. Maybe he'd like to keep wearing it with how good his breaking ball's been. 0-1, and he missed outside on the fastball at 92. Meeks also spent some time in Korea. He was over there last year on 4-0. Deals to Simmons and a swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt. None of them have got a very good look at this pitch. And Meek now ahead 1-2. Trying to strike out the side. The sun brightens again. 1-2 pitch and a slider curls low. Now ready, the 2-2, swing and a miss. He does strike out the side, big sweeping hook, and Simmons' hitting streak will come to a rest at 8. Hopefully the Revs never have to bat again today. We're going to the 9th inning. Looks like it's Tyrell Harris who's coming in. Revs lead the Patriots 5-1.
Kids today, with Facebook, texting, TV, and video games, seems like fresh air and sunshine are things of the past. Remember playing catch, climbing trees, wholesome backyard fun? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care remembers, give them lush grass, healthy trees, the good old outdoors. American is baseball and apple pie. Kids have every reason to stay inside. Don't let your lawn be one of them. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, world-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What if I told you your family of 4 could have an all-inclusive outing for only $55? The York Revolution are telling you that right now. The Family Fun Pack includes 4 flexible ticket vouchers to be used whenever you'd like, 4 food vouchers for hot dogs, chips, and drinks, 2 playground wristbands, and a parking pass. Again, $55. Have more than 4 in your family? Additional tickets and food vouchers are only $10. Buy online at YorkRevolution.com, over the phone at 801-HITS, or in person at the Apple Chevrolet ticket office.
Your home for Revolution Baseball. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Hip, hip. Hip, hip.
Top of the 9th, Tyrell Harris will come on. Pitching change is brought to you by Maple Donuts. Revs lead at 5-1. Harris, who was in on Friday night, very quickly had his first 4 outs, but then back-to-back home runs given up. And he'll look to bounce back. He appears in his 16th game, 1-2, with a 4.26 ERA overall. Out of his 15 hits allowed, 6 have been homers, which
is surprising. Aaron Eggleston leads off and lays off a little low on a first pitch fastball. Eggleston hit one of those home runs here Friday night. Here's the 1-0. And he got that one over for a strike. A lot of pitches in that appearance the other night, so he was kept off of the lineup card yesterday, but back on today. The 1-1 fastball just missed, up and away. Eggleston with one of only 3 hits for Somerset in this game, a 7th inning double. 1 for 2 with a walk. The 2-1 and a changeup just missed. 3 balls and a strike. Now fires and misses high. It's a leadoff walk, not the way he wanted to start the 9th. The Revs do have DeMarc playing catch just in case it becomes a save situation. It's like Mace motioning for him to speed it up a little bit just in case. Now here's Brian LaHare. He's 0 for 3, 2 ground outs and a fly out. 3rd hitter for them today. Pitch from Harris is lined into right, a base hit. Marte will head toward the corner to glove it, and Eggleston going first to 3rd as the throw comes into Perez. And the tying run's now on deck. 1st and 3rd with nobody out. And not the start that Harris wanted to this 9th inning. Fletch is thinking about a visit, and he'll call time and make one. Tyrell trying to bounce back with a clean inning, but Somerset has set the table against him. Take a look at our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard while the visit, a quick one, takes place. Brad Snyder, the upcoming hitter. Come on, Internet. New Britain and Long Island tied at 3 in the 6th. Sugarland a 5-2 lead in Lancaster in the 5th. Southern and Maryland. Hang on. Here's the pitch to Snyder. And it's over for a strike. It's not Southern and Maryland. It's Southern Maryland and Bridgeport tied at 1 in the 6th inning. It's your York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. 0-1 on Snyder, who's 0 for 3 today, and he'll ask for time, with Harris taking a bit to pick up his signal. Now ready. 0-1 offering is a change-up and a called strike. Snyder checked his swing, but a top-of-the-zone strike call goes to Tyrell. He's ahead 0-2. Looking for his first out of the 9th inning. And now he'll take some time and kick at the dirt against the rubber. Now ready to work. And the 0-2. Swing and a fly ball foul left field side. Revs tomorrow at 5. It'll be either Micah Owings or Matt Neal facing former Revs Sean Garceau, just signed by Somerset. We'll be on at 4:40 tomorrow. Gates open at 4 for the Memorial Day game. Stretch and Harris with the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him in the dirt. Tag applied by Castillo, even though first base was occupied, but he makes it official, 1 down. Tomorrow's salute to veterans with pregame festivities. Tickets on sale at YorkRevolution.com. 717-801-HITS and at the Apple Chevrolet ticket office. Here's Matt Fields. 0 for 2 with a walk.
Harris the pitch, and a curveball buckles in for a strike, a beauty. By the way, in Toronto, Bears and Marlies scoreless, middle of the first. We'll join Game 5 when we're done. Here's the stretch from Harris, the 0-1 swing and a miss on a slider down and away. And Fields lunging again on slider from a right-hand pitcher. Now Harris has his sign, the stretch, and the 0-2, and a slider misses in the dirt. He's back again. He's been waiting all day. Will is down near the dugout, and look who we have.
Hey.
Hello, Daniel.
Hello, Daryl. Save that picture.
The in-booth selfie.
A rarity, but well executed.
Now Harris the stretch. The 1-2. Swung on, lined the other way, and a base hit. In to score is Eggleston. It's a 5-2 game. As Lahair goes to second, and here comes Mays. He'll call on DeMarc for the final 2 outs. RBI single for Matt Fields. Yes, Daniel?
He'll call on DeMarc for to save. You're welcome. So you didn't have to make that joke.
There's a reason that we hired you.
I don't know what it was. But it wasn't that.
Now the base hit will bring the tying run to the plate. Rob Crowell, the hitter, and then Carlos Guzman will follow him. This Somerset, they never do seem to go away. And DeMarc will come in and try to finish it against his former team. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. He, of course, was with York first when he came to the league in 2011, but then Somerset to begin 2014 before finishing it with York. And now with the Revs for a 3rd straight season and 4th overall. And he's been lights out. He's in his 14th game, 14 innings, 2 unearned runs, 7 hits, 2 walks, and 19 strikeouts. 11 saves, leads the league by 3 ahead of Somerset's John Hunton. And we'll be facing the tying run. Rob Crowell, the left-hand hitting catcher, no home runs on the year. Not hitting .292 entering the day. Today 0 for 3 with a ground out and 2 strikeouts. DeMarc, his last save, which came in the day game on Thursday, he moved ahead of Stephen Penny for sole possession of 7th in Revs history with 14. Next on the list is Michael Nix with 18. Now Krall is introduced. (5-2) the lead. Lahair at second, Fields on at first, and the tying run is batting. Here's the stretch from DeMarc. And the first pitch, fastball inside. That one at 94 as he comes out blazing.
Didn't know he had that in him.
Now ready with it. A high stretch. The 1-0. And he missed high at 92. Well, the 9th inning began with a leadoff walk. And that runner scoring. Now DeMarc trying to find the strike zone himself. He's ready. Here's the 2-0. And a swing and a floater, shallow center, and it's going to land in front of Simmons. A blue pit. He'll throw to third. And a late start from Lahair, but he'll make it.
He played it cautiously to make sure it got down, and Simmons cranked the throw to third, but late. Bases loaded with 1 out in the 9th. It's a bloop hit. Carlos Guzman coming up, representing a go-ahead run. Tying runs on base.
Double play.
Is that what you want?
That's what I would prefer.
That's what I would love, yes.
Well, I'd hate to end our time here, but a double play would be best.
Pitch to Guzman is down and in. Whatever it takes, Daniel.
To end our time.
Guzman 1 for 3 today, doubled in the 8th to lead off and scored, breaking up the shutout. Here's the 1-0. That misses up high. These final 2 outs proving to be difficult to come by. The runner at first, Crowell, he's a catcher, but he does have 2 steals this year and moves pretty well. The tying run. The 2-0 from DeMarc. Missed down and away. 3 balls and no strikes. If he doesn't throw a strike, the tying run will go to second base. Trayvon Robinson is on deck. Well, DeMarc ready with it. Here's the 3-0. And that's in for a strike. Guzman taking all the way. (5-2) the lead with the bases loaded, 1 out in the 9th. DeMarc stares in, stretches up high, comes set, he deals, and a swing and a jam shot pop-up. At third base, it's Pounds with the shades on, he's got it. A step back onto the grass, and that's out number 2.
And Guzman's not thrilled with himself, and nor should he be. You're ahead 3-1. You should not be popping out. But great pitch by DeMarc.
Got right in on the hands.
Surprised he didn't have his thumbs fall off.
Oof. So Trayvon Robinson stepping in with them loaded and 2 outs. He's 1 for 3 today. Had been their leadoff hitter all year till this series. Pitch from DeMarc, a swing and a rip at second. Backhand short hop pick, and Dre flips to Wilson to end it. 4-6 on the game-ending force, and the Revs win it 5-2. Back in the win column here today as they improve to 5-1 on this homestand as Cannonball blasts it off. Jorge Martinez the win. He was brilliant, and they hang on late. Now 22-15, they will at least once again have a share of the league's best record. And they also improved to 15-5 here at home. They've taken 2 of the first 3 in this series, going for 3 out of 4 tomorrow, and what a homestand it's been. Now 5-1 on it. Had to hang on late. It got a little dicey, but they get the job done. Mike DeMarc with his 12th save, and Dre a great backhand short hop pick to end it. Wildebor's got Keith Castillo standing by. Let's go down to the field.
All right, Darryl. Keith Castillo called a fine game from behind the plate and hit a home run in the 4th inning. Keith, that one in the 4th. What were you looking for? What did you see?
Looking for a fastball, and got it. 0-1, and hit it, just trying to hit it square.
Living proof that the jet stream was alive today. What kind of game did you call, knowing that the air was hot and the balls were flying?
Just trying to attack. I mean, these guys are aggressive. Jorge did a great job flipping his off-speed stuff in there for strikes and kept those guys off balance all game. So he did a great job for us, and our bullpen came in and mopped it up. So it was great.
All right, Keith, thanks. Congrats.
No worries. Thank you.
Keith Castillo after a fine Sunday afternoon showing. Darryl, back to you.
All right, Will, thank you very much. As the Revs win it, final score today, 5-2. Keith Castillo, the home run indeed, and called a fine game for Jorge Martinez, who is your Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Salamis, and Calkins player of the game today. Jorge earns the win, going 6 2/3 scoreless, giving up just 2 hits. Your GSLSC player of the game, as the Revs win at 5-2. And Daniel, you were in here for 2 winning 9th innings this weekend, and
it's because I only show up during the ninth when you're winning.
You do seem to know how to make an entrance, but before I let you go, great to have you here this weekend, and let our listeners know again where you're headed this summer.
Where am I headed this summer?
Do you remember?
I don't. No, I will be in Aberdeen, Maryland this year with the Aberdeen Ironbirds, the short season single A affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. So I'll be up and down the East Coast calling that all summer. But I get your post-game recaps, so I am up on the Revs. Yeah, you get mine because I get yours.
And you'll visit us in September?
I will visit you in September. I always do.
All right. Well, good to see you.
A pleasure.
Thanks for stopping in. Revs win it 5-2, your final. We'll take a timeout. Post-game show follows next.
Tennis used to be a very polite game. Today, tennis... Ace. Raises a racket. Flying feet. The style, the play, and the players are intense, athletic, and hard-charging. Flying Feet Sports Shoes welcomes the evolution of tennis and its battling players with a full line of specialty tennis shoes worthy of the new game. These aren't stand-around, look-pretty shoes. These are co-conspirators for the court. Shoes that will endure opponent after opponent, match after match. Shoes that move when and how you move and stop at your command. Shoes that fit and feel good so your feet are ready and able to play that next set. Flying Feet's team includes Prince, Wilson, and New Balance in widths that fit.